the opening drop. And the puck is dropped, and we're going to go into the Wichita zone, up along the near boards, and back into the Komet zone. It's Justin Hodgman. Hodgman over onto the far side, plays it off the wall, finds the captain, Jamie Schaafsma, and it's going to go over to Jason Binkley on the near side. Binkley over on the far boards will carry it across the line. Here's Mason Baptista with it over to Cortez. Cortez on the far side. He comes down low into the corner.
Circling.
Back behind Riopel. And he's going to go all the way up top here to the blue line. Now he'll take a shot, and Riopel is now on the stat sheet. He'll make a save.
Yep. Just cruised around, wait until, say, he got somebody in front of the net. Riopel took the shot off the chest. No rebound on it as a Komet defense takes the shot from the point. Cortez on the net. Offense. That's what they got to be thinking. Offense all the way. Shoot the puck.
Face off to the left of Nick Riopel, and Marco Waugh to take it for the Komets. Waugh gets in there, takes a drop, and it goes on the near side. Here's Gabriel Desjardins. Desjardins in the corner, runs into Guy Lepine, comes up along the left wing. Now it's going to come all the way down to the goaltender Riopel, plays it off the wall, and the Thunder get rid of the puck. Here's Dan Maggio in his own zone, sends it forward, going to go off the stick of a defender all the way down to Riopel. Doesn't have a play on it. Kravchenko Moran up along the far side. And now I got a tangle for it down low here in the corner. Basara gets it loose. Desjardins is there, back behind the net. And it's Kravchenko Moran. Will skate with it on the left side. Goes right down the middle of the ice. Here's Maggio with the interception. Komets coming back the other way. It's Desjardins off the wall, back behind the net. It's going to be Basara swinging it around up along that far boards. Nick Latta up on the right side. Gets it to Braden Lowe. Lowe will carry it over the line into Komet territory. Now the Komets get it back. Tipped all the way back into the Wichita zone. And into the corner. It's Nolan Dakota. Takes a bit hit from Sean Szydlowski. Szydlowski on the near side. Gets pushed off the play. Back over on the far side. Lowney with a drive. That's going to be knocked down. And Garrett Thompson chases after it in the corner. Thompson, far side, finds Sean Szydlowski. Now over to Kravchenko. Tries to center it to Thompson. Couldn't get a shot off. And back comes Iwanek and the Thunder. Off the wall, Iwanek chases after it. Bartus comes out. He'll play it all the way out to the face-off circle on the left side. And it's going to be Ryan Lowney picking it up. Lowney on the far side sends it all the way down.
Icing.
Yep, that will be an icing. 2 minutes have passed here in the first period. No score between the Komets and Wichita.
Through all these losses, it was good to see Szydlowski get 2 goals last night down in Indy. So he's keeping up his scoring pace to keep the lead in the league. So at least we've got him on a bit of a hot streak.
Szydlowski, 74 points on the season. Yep. He is 3 up on Jesse Schultz for the league lead. Garrett Thompson in the top 10 at number 6, and Gabriel Desjardins, number 11 in the league with 61 points. Face off to the left of Garrett Bartus after the icing call. And it's going on the far side to Garrett Thompson. Thompson gives it a look, and he'll go to Ryan Lowney back behind the net. Lowney over to Sean Szydlowski. Sid goes right down the middle of the ice. Oh, going to go all the way. Looking for Garrett Thompson down the middle.
Good idea. Had a man sneaking in behind the defense up wide. Threw a long pass to him. Just skipped over a stick. Otherwise, he would have been a partial break. But icing will be on the call. It'll bring it back. But that'll open up the ice, and that'll make this Wichita defense think twice before they start trying to pinch in and put some pressure on the Komets' head.
Face off to the right of Garrett Bartus. Here's the drop. Here's Sean Szydlowski. Playing it off the end boards. Goes to Garrett Thompson. And it's going to go all the way out. Wichita will grab the puck. And up along the left side, it's Van Stralen over the line. Got a man down low, breaking in. Here's a save by Bartus. Got a nice little poke check. And on the far side, here's Garrett Bartus. Bartus gives it a look. Tries to flip it forward. It's knocked aside. Van Stralen knocks it down to the red line. And now back into the Komet zone, it is Curtis Leonard. Leonard on the far side, looking for Jamie Schaafsma off of his skate, but no, it isn't. Going to be offside, or excuse me, icing will be the call.
Schaafsma back in the lineup, been out for about a month, so it's good to see his body and physical part of the game back in it. One of the big leaders on this hockey team that'll show him the way to go, and hopefully he can pop a couple of goals.
Jamie Schaafsma has been out since the 17th of February.
Yep.
Came back in the lineup last night. Didn't record any points. Face off to the left of Garrett Bartus. Komets win it. Going to go up along the near side. Coming up to the blue line. Here's a shot by Lowe. Save made by Bartus. Back behind the net. It's going to be Maggio, far side. And the Komets get it out of the zone. Played into the Wichita end. Riopel will come out. And he'll bank it over to Lepine. Baptista got in his way. Now Jamie Schaafsma trying to wrestle the puck free. Comes on the far corner. It's Baptista over to Hodgman. Hodgman's pass going to be knocked away. And the Thunder get it loose all the way out to the center line. Komets going back for it. It's Justin Hodgman. A wide turn. Tries to bring it across the line, and he does. Komets are going to be offsides, though.
Hodgman arguing with the linesman on the call as he circled. He's saying the Wichita player was the one that handled the puck that brought it back in. Not going to happen. Offside outside the blue line.
Face-off just outside of the Wichita blue line. Near side face-off dot. And here's the drop. Goes in the Wichita zone. Botet up along the left side, coming up to the blue line. Cortez hangs onto it just for a moment, but now it's poked aside. Going to come all the way into the Komet zone. Drop back pass. Here's a shot, save made, and it's batted out of there by Jason Binkley. Up along the near wall. It is Binkley in the corner, has Basara. And Basaric up to Marco Waugh. Now he's going to give it to Desjardins. He'll come free. Desjardins coming in, taking a shot. Save made by Riopel. Now Desjardins up along the far side. Comes to Marco Waugh, dropping it down low again. Here's a shot that goes wide. It rims all the way around, comes up to the blue line. Binkley with a shot, save made. Basara with a rebound. Another one by Riopel on Marco Waugh. And Riopel looking sharp. Up along the near side. Komets still with the puck. Here's Waugh. Dropping it back to Basara. Got it caught up in his skates. Pulls it back to the blue line. And now here's another shot. That is going to go wide. Back behind the net. Wichita with the puck. Up along the far boards. And it's going to be knocked out of there to the blue line. And the Thunder with a chance to get it out. Tebow will get it into the Komet zone. They'll get a line change.
Everybody changing up.
Called for an icing. Play will continue. Here is Jason Binkley with the puck. No score, 15-11 to go in the first. Near side, Sean Szydlowski gives it a tip, and it's going to go into the Wichita zone up along the far side.
That'll
all
be
the way down.
Wichita.
That will take us all the way down, back into the Wichita zone with 15:02 to go in the first.
3 shots by Wichita, 4 by the Komets. Komets had a pretty good burst right there, 3 shots in a hurry, but Riopel pretty sharp back there, made a couple of good saves as the Komets' pressure resulted in a couple of good shots on goal.
Face off to the right of Riopel.
Kravchenko in there to take the face off.
And it comes into the corner, back below the goal line. Wichita with the puck comes up all the way out to the center line where Dan Maggio grabs it. He'll drift back into his own zone. Now he puts it over onto the far wall where it's going to be jabbed out by Szydlowski.
Kravchenko.
Picked up by Kravchenko. He'll carry it over the line. Kravchenko coming in here in the slot. Dishes off. Goes to Riopel and he pokes it aside. Garrett Thompson had a chance. Back behind the net. And it's controlled by the Thunder. It's Ralph Kudemi on the left wing. Gets to Van Stralen. He'll take a shot. Save made. Into the corner. It's played. Bouncing puck goes to Kravchenko. And Kravchenko outlet pass to Garrett Thompson. Thompson on the far side will dump it in. The Komets will get a change. Riopel doesn't have a play. He'll give it up to the winger up along the left side. And it's Justin Hodgman. He'll take it away right at center ice and they'll put it back into the Wichita zone.
Schaafsma in for check-in.
Thunder with the puck on their own end. Now it's moved forward. Nice play by Schaafsma. He'll pick it up. Goes all the way back into his own zone. Gives it up to McCarron. And now a long pass going to come all the way into the Wichita zone. That will be an icing. We will take a break. No score. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
When was the last time your family visited Richard's Restaurants? Richard's Restaurants have been serving home-style meals like Grandma made for over 50 years. Wholesome meal choices for my family, prepared from fresh ingredients. I appreciate the love they put into every meal. My kids love the home-baked desserts prepared in the Richard's Farm Kitchen. Richard's Restaurants, old-fashioned in a good way. Richard's Restaurants.
This is Komet Hockey.
No No score here at the Coliseum in front of a big crowd. Shane Albarani, Robbie Irons here tonight as the Komets get the puck into the neutral zone. It's Jamie Schaafsma up along the far side. It comes into the Wichita zone. Now up along the far boards near the Komet bench. Ryan Lowney trying to flatten the puck out. Doesn't do it. Wichita brings it in up along the near side. It is Lowney. Pushes it over to Baptista. Cross-size pass comes to the captain, Schaafsma. Dropping it off to Justin Hodgman. Hodgman over the line. Back on the far side. Hodgman gets forced wide. Going to drop it down low to Baptista. Here's a shot and a save made by Riopel. It's going to come off of his pads and all the way down into the Komet end. Lowney has got the puck. And Lowney up the middle of the ice. Into the Wichita zone. Now it's turned aside by Desjardins. Far boards, it's Cortez. Dropping off Basara. Cuts it back. Got a man in Desjardins.
Take the shot,
and the
guys.
pass was intercepted. Up along the left side and back into the Komet zone. And we get a whistle. We'll have offsides on Wichita.
Got to bring them back into their zone as the Komets keep forechecking, and with the 6 shots on goal right now, Riopel been tested a couple of times. Komet shooting from any angle, so he's got to be awake. He got to be sharp back there.
12:56 to go in the first. No score. And Wichita with the puck up along the left side. Going to be pushed into the Komet zone. Coming out, here's Bartus. Bartus into the corner. Komets now try and break it out. Here's Marco Waugh stick handling through the neutral zone. Carries it over the line. Taking a shot. Coming in front. Knocked away. Loose puck up along the far side. Iwanek gets rid of the puck, and it's going to go all the way down to the Komet end. Here's Desjardins. Desjardins with lots of room in front of his own net. Sends it forward. Bad pass goes behind Sean Szydlowski, and that will be an icing.
That'll take her back into the Komet zone. 12:23 to go. We've got no score here in the first period, and pretty close checking game as both teams shooting anytime they get the chance. 6 shots by the Komets, 3 by Wichita. Face off back in the Komet zone.
Face off to the right of Bartus. And it comes up top of the circle. Here's a shot. Van Stralen with a chance, and Bartus coming up with the save. Desjardins gets it into the Wichita zone, comes into the corner. And it is Lapine up along the far side, off the boards to Kudemi, taken away by Thompson, and it's going to give it over to Kravchenko. Now here's Maggio sneaking in, doesn't get a shot. Now Szydlowski turned around, his shot is blocked, comes right in front, and Riopel is able to smother it. Oh, the puck came loose. The referee blew the whistle.
Yeah, Kravchenko right in there whacking and chopping at Riopel's pads. It popped loose, but the referee gave him the quick whistle. Faceoff will stay in the Wichita zone, but Komets again with the quick forechecking all over the defense.
Face off to the left of Nick Riopel. No score, 11:57 to go in the first. Shots are 7-4.
Kravchenko in to take the draw. Trying to get it back to Szydlowski.
Kravchenko, Andy Wanek.
There it
Comes
is.
up to Szydlowski. He'll take a shot. It's blocked into the corner. Puck bounces out, comes to Szydlowski, trying to put it out in front of the net, going to be intercepted. Crevier Morin sends it forward. Komets are right back on it. Szydlowski going to carry it over the line. Here's Szydlowski coming in, breaking in, taking a shot, just missed it. Back on the far side, Leonard will keep it down low, gives it up to Garrett Thompson. Now Szydlowski on the right side. Szydlowski dangles all the way up top to the blue line, got a man on him. Still with the puck. Now it is just going to get over the line. Offsides on the Komets.
Called it the offside. Pretty close. So Szydlowski went right along the blue line until someone poked it out. Lines will change for both teams.
Face-off's going to be just outside of the Wichita blue line. Far face-off dot. And it will be Hodgman. And Braden Lowe on the draw. Comes into the Wichita zone. Nolan Dakota with it for the Thunder. Far side looking for Lowe. Off of his stick. It's going to come all the way down to the Komet end. Here's Bartus. Now Bartus swings it over to Lowney, and now he gets trapped up along the far side. Here's Hodgman with it. Hodgman to Jamie Schaafsma. Unloads it to McCarron. Now on the right side, it is Mason Baptista. Pushes it, one arms it into the corner. Dakota fouls after him. Now it's going to be pushed up along the far side. Coming up to the blue line here is Lowney. Tries to feed it up along the wall, and the whistle will blow. We're going to have playing the puck with a high stick.
Yep. It'll stay inside the Wichita zone, though. Komets change up the fence, and a couple of new fresh guys out there. And the face-off will go deep into the corner. 10:49 to go. No score here. Coliseum.
Both teams on a bit of losing streaks. Komets have dropped 4 straight. Wichita, they've lost 3. And both teams trying to lock up their playoff spots. Komets have already got theirs, but looking to get home ice advantage in that first round. Face-off will be to the right of Riopel. Comes into the corner. Going to be played off the glass. Cortez will give it a jab right with a hand, but that's going to be offsides.
In the offensive zone, that'll come outside the blue line.
So the face-off will be far face-off dot in the neutral zone.
Yeah, Komets 8 points behind Toledo. Only 1 game in hand now, so that was an important game last night, unfortunately. And they only played Toledo 1 more time, so Toledo's going to have to go into a funk to the Komets catch him right now.
Toledo playing Brampton tonight. As the puck comes into the Wichita zone, Riopel will stop it. Swings it up along the near side. Trapped up along the boards down here in the Wichita zone. Tebow in there. Marcotte as well. Comes out to Waugh. He winds up. Here's a shot. It's blocked. And the Thunder will get it free. All the way into the Komet zone. Racing forward is Jason Binkley. Binkley will get there. He is met by Travis Iwanek. Comes up top of the blue line. Here is Marco Waugh. Waugh backhander. All the way into the Wichita zone. Crevier Moran is there. Runs into Cortez. Cortez gives it a kick. And it goes into the Wichita zone. Pass comes forward. Van Stralen is there. Kravchenko back for the Komets. Dumps it off the glass. And back into the Wichita zone. Halfway gone here in the first. No score. Guy Lepine on the far side. Crevier Moran takes a bump from behind from Kravchenko. And the puck gets back into the Wichita zone. There's Dyson Stevenson back behind the net. Now it's going to be sent forward, deflected. Komets grab a hold of it. Szydlowski with a shot. That is blocked. And up along the left side, Van Stralen battles with Maggio. And it comes into the Komet zone. Look out. They got a man in front. It goes wide. It was Kudemi. And up along the near side, it is Maggio. Circling down low to Leonard. Leonard back behind the net. And now Leonard will bring it out. Leonard gets chased as he comes right down the middle of the ice, whacks it into the Wichita zone. Up along the far side, Kudemi has got it. Plays it off the glass. Hodgman is there at the blue line. Can't keep it in. Wichita gets it out. And now Dakota back into his own end. Finds Kudemi. And Kudemi from his own blue line. Goes down the middle of the ice, backhander all the way in. And it's going to be Lowney. Over to McCarron. McCarron on the far side. He'll skate with it, enters the neutral zone. Now a backhander into the Wichita end. And it comes to Riopel, back behind the net. Picked off by Baptista. Tried to roll it out in front, nobody home.
Didn't click.
There is Schaafsma, going to go back behind the net. Baptista there again. Oh, he's tripped up on the play. All the way down and not going to get a call. And it goes all the way up along the far side. Now it comes to Baptista again. Got his pass disrupted, looking for Schaafsma breaking in. Now Schaafsma's dumped on the play. Here's a shot by McCarron. That goes wide. Now Lowney goes down low. Now we finally have got a call.
Yeah.
I think he could have called about 3 penalties there, but finally the third one clicks.
Yeah, I think Baptista in front of the net was wrestling with the defenseman, and the stick came up and caught him in the face. They're seeing if there's any blood to see whether it's a 2-minute or a 4-minute penalty. So we'll have to see it go up the clock.
All right. Well, we've got power play time coming up for the Komets. No score. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Ready for a new apartment? You don't have to look far. St. Joe Place has everything you could ever want in an apartment complex. Internet, cable, washer, and dryer. It's all included in your monthly rent. There's also a basketball court, an outdoor grilling area, pool and hot tub, and the list goes on and on. St. Joe Place is leasing 2- and 4-bedroom apartments and now offering 3 bedrooms. Living at St. Joe Place Apartments, you'll quickly realize how great the staff and apartments really are. Call 444-3000 or visit stjoeplace.com. Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Jeremy Boudry, he is guilty of a double minor for high sticking.
4 minutes. Got a good advantage here now. Open this up. Schaafsma taking the draw.
Face off to the right of Riopel. We've got no score as Ryan Lowney takes a whack and goes wide. Back behind the net. Komets trying to fish it out.
Goaltender lost the stick.
And we go up along the far side, and it's going to be cleared all the way down by McMillan. That'll give Riopel a chance to get his stick back. Here's Ryan Lowney back behind the net. Lowney will skate with it. Gets to his own blue line. Now he goes right down the middle of the ice. Gives it over to Garrett Thompson. Thompson lost it. Now Thompson's got to get back. And back into the Komet zone on the left wing. And Stevenson got a trailer coming in. McMillan, he'll take a shot. It goes wide. I think
Bartus makes a nice save on that one.
Up along the far side.
Short-handed. Look out, guys.
Garrett Thompson on the right side, wheels it around. Komets chasing after it. They are on the power play. Sean Szydlowski pushes it up to the blue line. Here's Ryan Lowney over to Garrett Thompson. Thompson on the right side. Thompson finds Dennis Kravchenko. Kravchenko on the right side, creeps down low into the corner. The Komets get some space. Up to the blue line.
Moving it around.
Lowney over one-timer. That is blocked. McMillan grabs it for the Thunder, and he'll unload it into the Komet zone. 2:46 to go on the power play for the Komets. No score. We've got 6:45 to go in the first. Jason Binkley with the puck. Drops it back to Desjardins. Desjardins over to Hodgman. Hodgman crosses the line. But he can't do anything with it. Wanek took it away from him, and he's going to put it into the Komet zone. Here's Binkley. Binkley will take the puck, goes up along the far side, a crossover. Binkley avoids a hip check, coming in, dresses in front, here's a shot, save made by Riopel. Nice play by Binkley, getting it onto the stick of Maggio, but Riopel with the left leg keeps it out.
Face-off will stay in the Wichita zone. 2 minutes and 14 seconds still in power play time. Komets with 8 shots on goal, 2 of them in this power play situation, so defensively, they're doing a pretty good. They blocked a lot of shots in defense. You see a lot of Wichita players headed to the bench limping a little bit, so we're not getting the puck past those defensemen.
Face off to the right of Riopel. Komets still with over 2 minutes of power play time. And here is Lowney in the high slot. Over to Kravchenko on the right side. Kravchenko creeping down low. Got a man in front. Score! Garrett Thompson.
He was standing in the right spot. They moved it, fed it to him in the high slot. A little quick pass right up underneath the crossbar. Komets get on the board with a power play goal.
And it happened before the first penalty came off the clock, so the Komets still with power play time as Garrett Thompson gets the goal. Number 27 on the season for Garrett Thompson. And it's 1-0 Komets. 6:09 to go in the first. Garrett Thompson going right under the crossbar over the right shoulder of Riopel. And the Komets get the lead, something we haven't seen very often, a lead in the first period.
That's a good start with them. Still got 2 minutes of power play time. Lots of time to do more damage.
6 minutes to go in the first. Komets up 1-0. Here's Jason Binkley with the puck. Binkley over to Desjardins on the far side. Got it taken away by Kudemi. Kudemi coming in, taking a shot. He scores.
Short-handed goal. Kudemi steals the puck from, I think it was Desjardins, inside the blue line. Walks in. Bartus came out to challenge him. He went right up over his left shoulder under the crossbar. They get back in the game. That didn't take long. Short-handed goal.
So we're tied at 1. 5:50 to go in the first. As the former Komet, Ralph Kudemi, gets one past Bartus. Shots are now 9-6 in favor of the Komets, but we still got power play time here. And Wichita wins the drop. Going to go down to Garrett Bartus. Lowney back behind the net. And Lowney veers to his right, trying to get the handle on it. It's being chased by McMillan. Now Garrett Thompson with it, touches it over to Sean Szydlowski. Szydlowski over onto the far side. And it's going to be knocked away by Botet back into the Komet zone. Dennis Kravchenko at the center line. Wheels it into the Wichita zone, coming into the corner. And that's going to come up to the points. Komets can't keep it in. All the way down with 1 minute to go in the power play. And it's Ryan Lowney. Lowney with it. Gets around Iwanek, dropping it back to Szydlowski. Szydlowski's pass on the far side goes to Garrett Thompson. Thompson will carry it over. Cross ice pass. Now out in front of the net, picked up by Iwanek. Backhander all the way down. Stopped by Bartus with 40 seconds to go in the power play. And on the near side here is Jason Binkley with it. Binkley will carry it across. Dishes over to Hodgman. Wheels it around with 30 seconds to go in the power play. Now Maggio in the corner. And it comes to Dennis Kravchenko on the far side. Hodgman chases it down, comes up to the blue line. Binkley now will take a shot.
On the net.
Save made by Riopel. Into the corner. It is Desjardins up top of the blue line. Binkley ranging over, taking a shot. It's blocked. Hodgman with another whack at it. Comes up to the top of the circle. Nobody knows where it is. Now Wichita will find it. They will clear it down. That'll do it for the power play.
Yeah. 4:10 to go. Team's back to full strength. 5-on-5.
Coming up on 4 minutes to go in the first. We're tied at 1. Off the wall, here is Hodgman chasing after it. Riopel will get there first. Steers it up along the near side. McCarron there for the Komets. Hodgman there to help out. We got a pile up along the near side. Now it's going to come all the way out. And here come the Thunder. They got a man breaking into the net. Here's a shot that goes wide. And it's going to come along the far side. Nick Latta with the shot. And it's going to go all the way out to the neutral zone. Skating 5-on-5. Wichita brings it in. Here's a shot that goes back behind the net. Far side, Mason Baptista. Baptista in the corner. He tracks after it. He'll pick it up. And now McCarron has got it for the Komets. He'll grab his own blue line. Over onto the far side. Basara is there. Komets get it over across the line on sides. And coming in front of the net. Here's a shot that goes wide. Baptista was breaking in. Now Van Stralen with it. On the far side. Played off the wall. And into the Komet zone. And Maggio, he's got the puck back behind the net. Maggio gives it a look. He'll take his time, no rush here. And he'll dish it off the wall, off the stick of Basara. It's going to come into the Wichita zone, picked up by Marcotte. Marcotte into the corner. He is taken off the play, comes into the corner.
Pulled down, get a whistle. There'll be a penalty on him.
Delayed call. Bartus comes off the ice, and the whistle will blow. No, play will continue. Now it goes to Van Stralen. Whistle, there we go. So the Komets will get some more power play time. We'll take a break, tied at 1. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OMNIBUY, 855-666-4289.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
2:29 to go in the first period. Komets on another power play. We're tied at 1 as Ryan Lowney brings it all the way forward into the Wichita zone. Lost the puck, comes all the way off the end boards. Wrapped off, comes up to the blue line. Sean Szydlowski trying stopping it with the skate, but it goes right to McMillan. McMillan crosses over the line.
Heads up, man in front.
Here's a shot, and they score. Second shorty of the game for Wichita.
Yeah, they broke out, got a bit of a 2-on-1, made a perfect pass through the goal crease. Click, click, pass in the net. Short-handed goal coming at 17:54.
I think it's Tyson Stevenson going to get the goal. Wow, second shorty of the game for Wichita. Makes it 2-1, and the Thunder have got the lead. The Komets still with 1:30 left to go on this power play.
Well, I think we better take the 10 yards instead of the 2 minutes next time. You don't see that too often, but it's happened. We still have 1 minute and 30 seconds in power play time to come back and tie this up.
Out to center ice we go. Puck is dropped, comes into the Komet zone. And it is Gabriel Desjardins to Jason Binkley. Back up along the far side. And it's going to come free up along the far boards. Going to go back behind the net. Justin Hodgman tried to play it. Comes up to the blue line and out of the zone. Binkley will drift back for it. And Binkley to Desjardins. Over to Hodgman. Hodgman gives it up to Marco Waugh. Waugh on the far side. Comes into the corner. Going to go off the wall. Here is Binkley, top of the circle. His shot finds the glove.
Pull grabs it. Yep.
Now we got a little extra here. Dan Maggio getting in with Sam Tebow.
Komets went deep on the play. Then they throw it back to the point. One defenseman back there, so I think he was a little worried about getting blocked and the only man back. So we let the quick shot go, and nobody got in front of the net to be able to screen the goaltender as he had to let it go so quickly. So face-off will stay in the Wichita zone. Schaafsma will take the draw.
Face off to the right of Rio Pell. And there's the drop. Comes into the corner. Back behind the net. Played up along the boards. And out to the blue line where Wichita will clear the zone. Komets still on a power play for another 49 seconds. And it's Ryan Lowney back behind the net. Lowney finds Sean Szydlowski off his skates. And to the blue line. Now Szydlowski gives it up to Hodgman. He'll cover over the line. Here is Schaafsma now. Dangles around up along the far boards. Over to Sean Szydlowski. Now it's Kravchenko on the right side. Kravchenko gives it a look. Finds Lowney. Sneaking in.
Last minute.
In front. It was tipped. And back on the near side, Kravchenko. Kravchenko drops it down low. And here is Garrett Thompson. Thompson with a goal here tonight. Drops it over to Kravchenko. Kravchenko in the corner. Now up top of the blue line, it's Sean Szydlowski. Back over to Kravchenko, top of the circle. Got a man down low, coming out for. It's going to go wide of the net, coming out of the box. Look out. Here's Baudry.
Another break.
Going to go over the line, taking a shot. Save made by Bartus, and he'll hang on to it.
Bartus right out the crease out there. Another partial breakaway, and a good shot coming off the wing. Bartus makes the save, and again, another shorthanded situation. Komets are back to full strength, so let's get back into it. 30 seconds left in the period with the face-off in the Komet zone.
Wichita up 2-1 on the strength of two shorthanded goals tonight. Shots are 11-8 in favor of the Komets. Here's the face-off. It goes to Maggio, back below the goal line, playing up along the near boards. Basara in the corner, plays it off the end boards to Leonard. And now Leonard pushes it forward, comes up to the blue line. Puck rolling around. It'll get over the line. Now near the Komet bench, Wichita with the puck. Here's Dakota up along the left side. Sends it all the way into the Komet zone. That should be an icing.
Yeah, that'll bring it back for a face-off. 6 seconds in the period. Face-off will be in the Wichita zone. Let's win a draw here.
Coming up, we got the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show. We'll talk about what has happened here tonight. So we'll go over the scoreboard and the standings. And the ECHL playoff picture is just crazy right now in every division. Got 16 playoff spots, and only 6 have been confirmed. Puck is dropped. Lowney with 4 seconds coming in. He'll take a shot. It's blocked. Goes into the corner, and that will do it. Komets got off to a good start, getting a power play goal, but then 2 shorthanders by Wichita. And like you said, Robbie, that doesn't happen very often, 2 shorthanded goals, but that's the situation we're in. But, you know, we're going to the locker room without the lead, but at least we got on the board first, and that's something we haven't done over the past 4 or 5 games.
When you've lost a couple of games in a row and everything like that, it just seems everything fluky starts to go against you, and that's exactly what happened to the Komets. I thought they played a pretty strong period. They outshoot them 11-8. They get on. They get themselves a power play goal at 13:51. Thompson is 27th of the season. Looked like they're on their way. Then a 4-minute penalty to Wichita, and as the pressure was on, they got some shots on goal. This Wichita team broke out twice, one at 14:10 and one at 17:54, and scored shorthanded goals. So if you sit back and they wait long enough, they're going to get a break, and that's exactly what they got. 2-on-1 and a 2-on-1 on the other one. So they know how to put the puck in the net. We've seen high scores from these teams, and it's just a matter of regrouping. Only down one, still 2 periods to play.
All right, we're going to the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
Hey, Komets fans, put a new truck in your driveway this hockey season. Take a test drive in a Chevy or GMC truck made right here in Northeast Indiana by your friends and neighbors in the UAW. Union members build quality into every full-size pickup that GM Fort Wayne Assembly builds. Union labor has been building trucks in Fort Wayne for over 30 years. Visit your local Chevy or GMC dealer and drive the union-made quality that makes buying a new truck such a great value. GMC and Chevrolet full-size pickup trucks, built by the hardworking men and women of UAW Local 2209. Put union-built quality to work for your family.
Miller Lite is the original light beer, and we'll always brew it to have more taste, with only 96 calories and 3.2 carbs. Because we believe that if you compromise on taste, you can taste the compromise. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2018 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Average analysis, 12 fluid ounces. Less than 1 gram protein, 0 grams fat.
The puck has dropped on another Komet season. And what better way to get ready to watch the K's than with a pregame party? Aunt Millie's Buns and Rolls and your party spread will put the biscuit in the basket for your guests. To face off with some great sandwich ideas for your party, visit AuntMillies.com. Whatever you put inside the sandwich, it's always a winner when you include Aunt Millie's Buns and Rolls. And speaking of winners, go Komets!
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way, by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you.
Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service.
Life can be unpredictable. 1 minute everything's fine. In the next, you have a kid with a fever and it's already past 5. That's when you need Parkview First Care. We have extended hours, including evenings and weekends, convenient locations, and Parkview Physicians Group providers to make your whole family feel better. When you can't wait to see your doctor, go to the walk-in clinic that's part of the PPG community of care. Parkview First Care. Get in, get better, get going.
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
Vehicles as low as $595. Payments starting at just $79.
Dependable cars on a budget.
Over 20 price under $1,000. If other dealers have turned you down, we go to work when the others say no.
Big City Cars.
Want a bigger deal? Get up to $5,555 more than your car is worth. And as always, if we can't beat the competitor's deal, we'll give you the car for free.
Big City Cars.
See dealer for complete details.
Dancers is the place you can find service 24 hours a day.
Hi folks, Pat Miller telling you the Dock Dancer will always do whatever it takes to keep you and your family cool in the summer and warm in the winter. And now they've teamed up with Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems to offer the right combination of Bryant brand equipment for your home. That includes central air units, Bryant furnaces, heat pumps, and advanced thermostat technology, including Bryant's Wi-Fi controls. Call the doc that loves to make house calls at 744-3251, 744-3251.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum. It is Princess Night here, and we've got a good crowd on hand, and we've got a little extended intermission report for you here. It's tonight's. First, let's take a look what has happened here this evening. First, our shots on goal being brought to you by Combat Ops Arena, mission-based laser tag, mini bowling, an arcade, and a cafe full of food and beer. Combat Ops Arena in Fort Wayne on Lay Road, just east of Lima. Shots on goal, Wichita finished with 8, the Komets with 11. 11. Recapping the scoring, the Komets got on the board first. It was Garrett Thompson, 27th of the season. 13:51 was the time. Jamie Schaafsma and Dennis Kravchenko, the assist. It was on the power play. And then Ralph Kudemi, 29th of the season. 14:10 was the time. It was unassisted, and it was shorthanded. And then another shorty for Wichita, Dyson Stevenson at 17:54. His 14th of the season. McMillan and Crevier Moran with the assist. Komets 1 for 3 on the power play. Wichita, they have yet to get a power play tonight. As Nick Riopel for Wichita has got 11 shots, making 10 saves. Garrett Bartus, 8 shots and 6 saves tonight. 3 penalties called tonight, and they all went against one guy. They went against Jeremy Boudry. He got all 3. Double minor for high sticking at 11:56, and then a holding minor at 17:24. And that is what has happened so far tonight. So we will take a break, come back, and talk to Blake Sebring of the News Sentinel. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Look at that mouth. That poor, parched mouth. What'd you eat for lunch? Chalk dust? Did your face storm a sandcastle? You're being awfully quiet. Is that because your mouth feels like the business end of a Dremel saw? Is it because your mouth just wrote a haiku and all 17 syllables were dry heaves? Right now, your mouth could be tongue bathing in the refreshing citrus kick of Mountain Dew. Instead, it feels like you've been motorboating King Tut's sarcophagus. Show some mercy. Crack open an ice-cold Mountain Dew. You know your mouth wants you to. Do the deal.
Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party. Half off the first date. Half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's. Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party. Half off the first date. Half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
We are back at the Coliseum. Our score is 2-1 Wichita. And now I'm being joined by Blake Sebring of the Fort Wayne News Sentinel. And Blake, you've seen a lot of hockey, as I have too. And you look at this current streak the Komets are on, dropping 4 in a row. And, you know, you ask 10 people, and 10 people will have a different opinion what is going on.
Yeah, and I look at the first period, and I thought they tried to start it. They tried to turn it up a notch, their intensity and their skating. And this is why you can't just turn it on. I mean, you can't. You have to make it consistent. You have to make good habits, and you have to do what the game plan calls for, because you can't just suddenly make everything right by doing it for a little stretch of time. And I thought they skated hard. I didn't think they skated very smart. But that's a start, I guess.
It was nice to get on the board first, which is something that hasn't happened in the past few games. Garrett Thompson got the first goal of the game. But
pretty play, too.
Yeah, then you give up 2 shorthanded goals, which I can't remember the last time that happened, at least in one period. And it was just the second one was just a bad bounce. It went off of Szydlowski's skate. It goes to the defenseman. He passes it down, bing, bang, boom, and that's it. So, you know, everything is kind of magnified when you're in a slump like this. So now all of those little bad hops and whatever is now just going to be just magnified, and that's when guys just have to settle down and just kind of realize that and just keep playing your game.
Well, and make the easy play.
Right.
You know, don't try the fancy cross ice pass when you've got a guy out there for Wichita. You know, skip it down the wall, down low, and let the forwards go to work. You know, I mean, it's just so many times they're trying to get cute and get fancy, and it's getting burned. And, you know, that's what I mean by good habits. You've got to do what the game plan says you're supposed to do. Whether that makes you look good or not, it's what works. And, you know, I mean, how many times this year I've said on the radio and things, it's like you play the fundamentals because they make the game easier for you. And when you don't play the fundamentals, it makes the game harder for you. And that's when you screw up and you make mistakes by trying to get too fancy. And instead of making the easy play, you take the hard play. And the easy play works a lot of times.
Here with Blake Sebring of the News Sentinel. And Blake, just looking at now the overall picture in the league, you look at some of these playoff races in every division, and this is winding up to be one of the most exciting 15 years since I think we've been in the ECHL, where you've got 16 playoff spots. So far, only 6 have been nailed down, and nobody knows where they're playing yet in that first round. Granted, we're into single digits for games-wise, but still got roughly 2.5 weeks, so still a lot of hockey to be played. But it's kind of nuts that you can't even really distinguish anything, because a team can go from in to out on a daily basis right now.
Well, and I think part of that is there's so many guys that are called up throughout the league too, and they're starting to trickle back, and that adds to the intensity. But the guys who have come up from the SPHL, they want to stay, and they're playing as hard as they possibly can. But the goaltending has solidified, I think, in the last 2 weeks for everybody, and that's made a big difference.
And right now the Komets would be playing the Cincinnati Cyclones in the first round, but Cincinnati, they have also fallen on hard times, much like the Fort Wayne Komets, and that's given the Kalamazoo Wings a chance to climb back into possibly grabbing that third seed. And the way the Komets have played Kalamazoo this year, I'm not sure if that's something we want right now.
Well, and if you look at it, there's like 4 teams trying for 2 spots there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Kansas City stumbled a little. They've suffered with their goaltending, but Indy's playing better. I mean, Mark Hu coming back last night proved that.
And with 7 games left, Kalamazoo right now in the 4th spot, challenging for the 3rd spot, but they could also lose 2 or 3 in a row and be out of the playoffs. That's how close it is.
And their schedule does not help them at all. I mean, they have to go to South Carolina for 2, and then they go to Brampton. I mean, it's insane, this end schedule for the Wings. So that will likely hurt them at some point. But then you never know. Joel Martin could get hot and win 6 in a row. We've seen him do that a million times over the years. And he can carry a team all by himself.
Well, let's take a look at the book front, Blake. What do you got cooking now? You got another book that came out start of the season. I'm sure you're already crafting one right now.
Well, I'm always thinking. No comment, please. Onto the Show's doing very well. We got 15 5-star reviews on Amazon. I'm thrilled with that. Everybody that's read it seems to love it, and that's really cool. That's the best. That's better than money. You know what I mean?
That's right.
When people say that they liked it, what you did, and that's fun. Right now we're working on getting that up on Kindle and trying to get that going. And we're working on a 10-year anniversary edition of Bob Chase's book, which we will be hopefully getting ready to release in the fall. It'll have a new cover, and it'll have 17 more chapters than the first book. It'll have everything the first book had, and then 17 more chapters, including one by Shane.
That's right.
One by Bob's daughter Karen, and one by Ashley Moreland from Lamplighters about what Bob meant to them, and Bob, it really put Bob's whole life into perspective with that. And then we're going to hopefully do an audio book on that one.
Yeah,
we're working on it.
I might know a guy who does a little bit of voice work on the side, so might be doing a little bit on that this summer.
Do you have any? Yeah, the interview process was just ridiculisly hard. I mean, made him run a marathon first, and then speak. Come on.
But it'll be a lot of fun, Blake. We'll just say now we're turning it into an audiobook. I'm going to narrate it, and hopefully we'll have a good time doing that this summer. But thanks for joining me here tonight, Blake, and hopefully we can break out of this slump here tonight. 2-1, Wichita with the lead. We're in the middle of the first intermission. We'll take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
Keep your staff connected with Motorola two-way radios from ERS OCI Wireless, like the Komets do. ERS OCI Wireless is located on Earth Drive in Fort Wayne. They're a Motorola partner providing wireless voice and data systems to public safety, education, healthcare, and enterprise customers throughout Indiana for the past 68 years. Reach out to ERS OCI Wireless at 260-747-0584. That's 260-747-0584. Or online at www.ers-oci.com.
New year, new ride. It's the Start Something New sales event at Glenbrook Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Huge savings across the board, like save thousands on remaining 2017 Chrysler Pacificas, as well as the brand new 2018s. Or score huge bonus cash up to $3,000 off 2017 Journeys. Plus huge savings on Challengers, Chargers, and up to $13,000 off select Rams. Oh my! The Start Something New sales event going on now under the giant American flag on Coliseum. Or visit us online at glenbrookdodge.com.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
2-1 is our score at the end of 20 minutes of play here at the Coliseum. As the Komets given up 2 shorthanded goals in that first period, that has been the difference. Taking a look at the wild playoff picture in the ECHL, as nothing has been decided. Some teams have locked up their spots. That includes Florida, South Carolina, Toledo, Colorado, Idaho, and of course the Fort Wayne Komets. But home ice and where people are playing, nothing has been decided as of yet. In the Central, again, it's a 2-team race, Toledo and the Komets, but Toledo now they're pulling ahead of Fort Wayne at the moment. Toledo with 97 points, Komets with 89. And if the playoffs were to begin today, we'd have Toledo and Kalamazoo in a rematch of last year's first round, and then the Komets would be hosting the Cincinnati Cyclones. But Kalamazoo, 70 points on the year. They are just 3 points back of Cincinnati for that 3 spot. And then you've got Indianapolis and Kansas City very much alive with 68 points. Kalamazoo with 70, so a lot to be decided in the Central Division. Out in the Mountain Division, where the Wichita Thunder are, they are in 3rd place with 73 points. They're probably not in a position to catch Idaho for that 2nd spot. So again, a situation where you got a 2-team race. And if the playoffs were to begin, we would have Colorado against Allen, and then Idaho would host Wichita. But the Allen Americans, they are within striking distance of Wichita for the 3rd spot. But also you've got Tulsa and Utah in there as well. Tulsa's got 69 points, and the Utah Grizzlies, they have got 65. So going up to the North Division, where we've got Manchester and Adirondack. They are in a good race for the top spot. Manchester's got 85 points, Adirondack with 81. And then everything is up for grabs again. We've got Reading with 76 points, and then the Wheeling Nailers with 74. And now the Worcester Railers, they are still very much alive with 70 points. As the Railers, they have got 2 games at hand on Wheeling, and 74-70, though it's the difference there, just 4 points. So 2 games, there's the difference in that race. So long from over in the North as well, and no team in the North Division has locked up a single playoff spot as of tonight. Down south, Florida and South Carolina, 2-team race again. South Carolina is making things very interesting on the Florida Everblades, as Florida, they have got 96 points, and the South Carolina Stingrays with 91. Or no, excuse me, Florida with 96 and South Carolina with 91. Then you've got the Orlando Solar Bears with 71, and then Atlanta with 67. Now it looks like the playoffs are pretty much solidified in the South. It doesn't look like that the Jacksonville Icemen or the Norfolk Admirals will be able to catch Atlanta for that 4th spot, but we're still trying to figure out who's going to be 1-2, but I think 3-4 is pretty much set, and we would have Florida taking on Atlanta in the 1st round, and then South Carolina would take on the Orlando Solar Bears. And that is a look at where we are in the playoff picture in the ECHL. We will come back, have a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. You are listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Comet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186, about the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
If you're driving down the road and your car dies at the light, you know you've got to make it here, 'cause we can make it right. Bumping, thumping down the road, transmission's about to blow. We're the ones to fix it right. We're the name to know. Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmissions. We're here to get you going.
If you suspect a transmission problem, come in and talk to the trusted leader in customer service for over 50 years, Russ Moore Transmission.
Russ Moore. Russ Moore. Russ Moore Transmissions. We're here to get you going.
Call Russ Moore at 482-9414. We're on Coliseum Boulevard West and in Warsaw. Or visit us at russmore.com.
With 24 locations throughout Indiana, Ruoff Home Mortgage is proud of our hometown Komets and proud of our deep roots. For more than 30 years, our home loan experts have provided thousands of Hoosier families the best personalized mortgage experience. Home ownership begins here. Stop by any of our offices or apply online today at ruoff.com. Ruoff Home Mortgage is licensed by the Indiana DFI, license 109914. This is not an offer, an extension of credit, or commitment to lend. Equal housing lender.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back at the Coliseum, Shane Albarani and Robbie Irons here tonight, 2-1. Wichita, they've got the lead on the Fort Wayne Komets. Let's take a look at the Meyer out-of-town scoreboard tonight in the ECHL. We have got the two top teams in the North Division battling tonight, and it looks like the Adirondack Thunder, they're going to win this one 5-3 over the Manchester Monarchs. That game's got 1 minute to go in the third. Reading Royals are up on the Worcester Railers 2-0. That game being played in Reading tonight. That's another key matchup in that North Division. 2-2 between Jacksonville and Greenville, two teams that aren't going to make the playoffs this year. Florida Everblades 4, the Norfolk Admirals 1. We've got a 1-1 game in Wheeling between the Cincinnati Cyclones and the Wheeling Nailers. The Brampton Beast, they're up 1-0 on the Toledo Walleye. And then we've got Kansas City 2-0 over the Allen Americans tonight. No score between Quad City and Tulsa. Two more games that have yet to start. Colorado at Utah. And then the Rapid City Rush, they are at the Idaho Steelheads tonight. Don't forget the simple savings you get with Meyer M-Perks digital coupons and rewards. Sign up today at mperks.meyer.com. One more break, and we're coming back with the second period. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Hi, Comet fans. This is head coach Gary Graham. Everyone at Texas Roadhouse would like to give a big yee-haw to the Komets and their fans for voting Texas Roadhouse as the best steak in Fort Wayne. And as a thank you, just come in and visit Texas Roadhouse on game nights and receive your complimentary blossom when you wear your favorite Comet jersey. Check out the Comet Corner at Texas Roadhouse, home of the fall-off-the-bone ribs and hearty steaks made from scratch sides, fresh baked bread, ice-cold beer, and legendary margaritas. Be there on game days with your favorite K's jersey and receive your free blossom from the Texas Roadhouse. Go Komets.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Chrysler Pacifica, the only minivan to win 2017 IIHS Top Safety Pick. Also, now on the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Jeep Compass. Capable, modern, and stylish, all wrapped into one. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. With 707 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. Daniel is a proud sponsor of Comet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at o'danielauto.com.
The factory outlet sale at the King of Carts Superstore in Fort Wayne is going on now. Instant in-store rebates, manager's specials, and other incentives available on nearly every custom golf cart on the showroom floor. King of Carts has a large custom golf car inventory built with pride right here in Fort Wayne. Gas or electric, 4- or 6-seaters, we have them in stock and ready to ride. The King of Carts Golf Car Superstore is located at 1818 Research Drive, Fort Wayne. Take the Lima Road exit 311B off I-69. King of Carts, the destination for custom golf carts in Northeast Indiana.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Here we go. Second period from the Coliseum. Wichita 2, the Komets 1. Puck is dropped from center ice. Start this period off 5-on-5 as Cortez will grab the puck for the Komets.
Dumped in.
Dishes it in. Rio Pell will come out. And he puts it on the near side wall. Stevenson for Wichita. He's got the puck, and he goes backwards with it. Here's McMillan back in his own zone. That's Boudry, rather, coming up along the near side. Now it's pushed over onto the far boards. McMillan will give it a poke all the way down to Bartus. And Bartus over to Cortez. Cortez off the wall to Mason Baptista. And Baptista spins around, going to carry it over the line, dishes over onto the far side. Here is Hodgman over to Schaafsma up top of the blue line.
The pass at the point.
And it's going to go all the way down to Bartus. Bartus up along the far side. McCarron to Kravchenko, left side to Lowney. Lowney gets tripped up.
That'll be a penalty.
tripped him up, and another penalty called. Komets going to go back on the power play. All right, well, let's see. Should we decline it, Robbie?
Let's take the 10 yards and stay in their zone for a while. But anyways, this coming at the 1 minute mark of the second period. Komets going on power play. So obviously in the dressing room, it had to be a topic they must have talked about, the shorthanded goals. So hopefully they've corrected the issue and the problem and keep puck control, as the faceoff will be in the Wichita zone right now.
Both goals scored by Wichita tonight have been shorthanded.
Kravchenko to take the draw.
Got Lowney back up at the blue line. And here's the puck drop. Comes out in front of the net. Szydlowski couldn't get to it, but he gets it over to Kravchenko. Kravchenko on the far side. Down low to Schaafsma. Schaafsma back to in front. Here's a shot. Score! Garrett Thompson.
Identical play as they had in the first period at the 13:51 mark when they scored. Thompson, they moved the puck around. They put it behind the net. Then Schaafsma sneaks out a little bit, puts a perfect pass on Thompson's stick, 10 feet out in front of the net. Boom! Up underneath the crossbar. Power play goal. They tie it.
So 2 power play goals tonight for the Komets and 2 shorthanded goals for Wichita. So specialty teams mean paramount here tonight.
That's 28th goal for Thompson. Power play goal coming at 1:13 in the second period. We'll see who gets the assist. I imagine Schaafsma
and Kravchenko.
Kravchenko could have been on the ice, right?
So we're tied at 2. Power play goal for the Komets. Desjardins gets the face-off. Komets looking for more. Here's Maggio up along the far side. And back behind the net, Desjardins trying to fish it off the stick of the D-man behind the net. And it comes all the way up along the far side. McGarren is there, gets turned around, comes all the way into the Komet end. And here's Lowney. Lowney back on the near side, comes up to the blue line. And it's going to go up to the offsides will be the call on Wichita.
Exactly the same. As I said, a perfect setup the way it was. Thompson, his 28th goal, coming Kravchenko and Schaafsma getting the assist. Same as the first goal. Tie score, 2-2. 18:16 to go. Good start for the Komets.
Face-off will be just outside of the Komet blue line. Near side face-off dot. Puck comes up along the far side. Here's Maggio. Gets it out to the blue line. Kudemi is there for the Komets. Down low to Van Stralen up along the far side here in the Komet zone. Mason Baptista lost it. Not a man coming in on Bartus. Here's a shot. He makes the save.
Big save again.
Van Stralen got it off the turnover. Here's a shot. Another save by Bartus. Got the stick on it. And here's Jamie Schaafsma. Wheels it around the boards. And up along the far side. Here's Mason Baptista. And it's got a waiting Jamie Schaafsma on the left side. Schaafsma drops it off to Hodgman. His pass going to be picked off. And Kudemi sends it back into the Wichita zone. On the far side, comes off the wall. And now knocked into the Komet zone. Hodgman will pick it up. Hodgman wheels it up along the far side over the stick of Sean Szydlowski and into the zone. And Riopel thought about playing it. Now the Thunder have it up along the near side, coming up to the blue line. And it's Szydlowski wheeling it back in up along the far boards. Kudemi chasing after it. And it comes loose top of the circle and back the other direction. Puck rolling around, comes to the neutral zone. Back up along the far side. Here's Sean Szydlowski. Szydlowski grabs it. He lost it. Cortez goes back for the Komets. And Cortez over to Garrett Thompson. Thompson cross ice pass will find the stick of Szydlowski. He carries it over the line, trying to drop it back to Kravchenko. Kudemi got in the way, but it's stolen right back. Here's a shot and a save by Riopel. And Riopel grabbing it right out of the air after a turnover.
Yeah, Szydlowski stole the puck just inside the blue line. Everybody headed to the net, so we had 2 defensemen and 2 forwards from the Komets. As screen, Szydlowski lets fly, and Riopel somehow saw it, got the glove on it, and made the save on it. But good scoring chance, Komets.
16:44 to go in the second period. We've got a tie hockey game at 2. Marco Wall in the face-off circle. Now he gets kicked out, and Gabriel Desjardins will come in. And it's going to be played off. No, it's going to go all the way out of play. Komets won a penalty. Yep.
It's going to be a penalty.
It was Botet I don't think that one was even close.
They thought at the beginning maybe it hit somebody, but no, he's going there. No argument. Defenseman for Wichita right to the penalty box. Komets back on power play time. Take advantage of it, guys. Let's get the lead here.
2 for 4 tonight on the power play. 2-2 is the score. Delay game call in Wichita, and Justin Hodgman in the face-off circle. Up to the blue line. Here's Jason Binkley. Binkley over to Wall. Wall on the left side. Going to give it back up to Binkley. Moves it over to Hodgman. Here's a shot. That goes wide. It's going to come all the way out. Rims around. Bartus comes out. He'll stop it, and he gives it to Jason Binkley. Binkley up along the far side. Cross rink pass goes to Marco Waugh. Drops it off to Desjardins. He'll carry it in. Comes into the corner, trying to get around one man. Lost the puck. Stevenson gets rid of it. And all the way down.
The ice.
Binkley takes it for the Komets. Back behind his goaltender, Garrett Bartus.
Komets making a line change. Here they come.
And here's Marco Waugh getting to the line. Dishing over to Kravchenko. Kravchenko will wheel it in. Coming up along the near wing. It's Jamie Schaafsma. Pumps it up along the far side. That's also going to get out.
They'll go back and wind it up again. Still a minute left in power play time.
Ryan Lowney with the puck to Kravchenko. He'll push it into the Wichita zone. Coming down into the corner, here's Jamie Schaafsma. Back over to Garrett Thompson. Thompson in the corner, comes upstairs with it. And here's Kravchenko to Lowney. Lowney in the high slot, left wing, circle. It's Szydlowski up top. Here's a shot. Oh, that one got the post, I think, up along the far side. And here's Garrett Thompson.
They're trying to set up the same play again behind the net. Thompson going to the high slot, looking for him.
Over here, Sean Szydlowski to Garrett Thompson. Lowney thought about it. Has a man down low. It's Szydlowski coming in front. Here's a shot. Score!
Thompson.
That's a hat trick for number 48.
This time it came from the point to Szydlowski. Threw it in the high slot. Thompson there. Gets 3 for the night. Thompson, power play goal.
3 straight goals for Garrett Thompson. It's the hat trick, his first of the season. And it's the 6th hat trick that's Garrett Thompson's 2nd of the season, 6th of the season for the Fort Wayne Komets, and it's 3-2.
Yeah, I think it was Lowney on the point there that passed the button.
Yes, it was.
Lowney over to Szydlowski, and then Szydlowski perfect pass on the stick to Thompson in about 20 feet out in front of the net, right on a stick, just a one-timer in the net before Riopol could get to it. They take a 3-2 lead, Komets.
Now, the last 4 games have ended in a 3-2 final score. Komets on the losing end of that 3-2. But now we've got a 3-2 edge with 15:05 to go in the second.
Well, confidence is up. Checking's up. Shooting's up. Keep shooting, guys. We're going to get a few more tonight.
Assisting on the goal, number 27, Sean Szydlowski. And number 71, Ryan Lowney. Time of the goal, 4 minutes.
So how often do you see a natural hat trick like that?
That's a natural.
But all 3 on the power play as well. So it's 3-2 Komets. And here we come down on Bartus. Here's a shot that goes wide. Up along the near boards. Here's Marcotte. And back into the Komet zone. Here's Leonard. Leonard going to go off the wall to Maggio up along the far boards. And Leonard with the puck up along the far side to Bassara. Now it's going to go back to Leonard. Leonard to Marcotte in his own zone. Gets forced wide by Kudemi. Van Stralen steals the puck back for Wichita. Pass over to Kudemi. Goes behind him. Here's a shot save made by Bartus. Gobbled up by Bassara. Back behind the net. And up along the far side. Comes up top of the circle. Here's a
shot again.
And
Bartus.
nice save by Bartus.
He had to be sharp on that one. Again, Kudemi, and he's a thorn in the side. He's got 1 goal tonight. He scored a couple last time we saw them. That time took the pass in the high slot. Quick wrist shot on the net.
14-12 to go in the second. Komets up 3-2. Face off to the right of Garrett Bartus. And it's Marco Waugh in the drop. Waugh and McMillan. Comes down low to Binkley. Plays it up along the far side. And Cortez gets it up to the blue line, but it's taken away. McMillan coming in, goes right
Trying to
around.
circle
Here's
it.
a shot, and it goes wide. He tried to wrap it around.
That got deflected over the net.
So McMillan with a chance to tie this game up, trying to wrap it around, trying to go top shelf as he drew Bartus down, but he shot it wide. They put the face-off outside of the Comet blue line. And it's going to be Marco Waugh to take the drop again with McMillan. And the puck goes to Cortez. Cortez over to Binkley. Binkley on the far side sends it into the Wichita zone. All the way down here in the corner. Here's Marco Waugh on the far side. Goes to Gabriel Desjardins in the corner. Desjardins goes back behind the net, gives it up. Here's a shot by
wide.
Schaafsma. Just wide. Binkley there. Binkley now will put it back in. That's going to be tipped wide. Now it comes up to the blue line. It is Cortez. Cortez on the point, dropping it down low off the end boards to Desjardins. Desjardins gets chased, goes up along the far side. And Desjardins trapped in the corner, trying to skate away from Thibault. Now McMillan comes in there, so is Waugh. And now Desjardins skates through it, finally gets it out. Comes out in front. Here's a shot. Save made. Kicked out of there, up along the far boards. Binkley drops it down low to Schaafsma. Schaafsma puts it out in front. Wichita is there, and they will clear the zone.
They have to ice it. They had a defenseman without a stick, and he was running around grabbing anything that moved, and the Komets had a big advantage. Got a shot on net. Couldn't get the rebound. Finally, Wichita gets the puck, dumps it down the ice, gets the whistle for icing. Face-off stays in Wichita zone.
Komets up on shots on goal, 15-12. 3-2 Komets with the lead.
Yeah, they spent a little blood in the water right now. They've got 3 goals. I know the other guys on the bench would like to get a couple.
Face-off to the right of Rio Bell, and Dennis Kravchenko on the face-off. And it goes back behind the net. Thibault up along the far side, plays it off the skate of Iwanek. Goes to Kravchenko, backhander all the way in to the Wichita zone. Oh, Rio Bell coughed it up. Komets trying to get to it. Goes into the corner.
They're after it.
Thibault is there. Komets have got it. It's Garrett Thompson up along the far side.
There's a pass, top circle.
With a shot. It's going to be blocked down. And it's going to go all the way into the Comet zone. McCarron has Iwanek on him. Iwanek will
look out. Bad bounce up the middle.
Comes all the way out, and McCarron will grab it. There's McCarron over the line. Crosses over. Comes up along the near side in the corner. Takes a shot as he unloads the puck. Come along the near side. It's Sean Szydlowski fishing it out. Szydlowski up top. Here's a blast right into the gut of Rio Bell. And he'll keep it there, and we'll take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WoWo.
Trust the doctors that IPFW Athletics and the Fort Wayne Komets trust. Aaron Chiropractic is well known for providing quality yet cost-effective care for sports injuries, muscle, and joint problems. They're one of the only clinics in the region to provide its patients with pain relief utilizing numerous therapies, including acupuncture, massage, and rehabilitation. Aaron Chiropractic is conveniently located in Northeast Fort Wayne. Find us on the web at aaronchiro.com or call 492-8811 to schedule an appointment.
And now back to Comet Hockey.
Komets going right back down on Rio Bell. Here's a man in front. It was Marcotte. He was stopped.
Couldn't get the shot off.
Up to the blue line. Here is Binkley with his wrister and a save made by Rio Bell. And he'll hang on to it.
Rio Bell reaching out for anything he can get his hands or stick on and getting a whistle, trying to slow the Komets down right now. And Komets have got Wichita reeling right now. Need a couple more goals, guys.
Komets being very aggressive here in this second period after regaining the lead. Face off to the right of Rio Bell. And it's Marco Waugh in the face-off circle with McMillan. McMillan gets kicked out of the circle. And Kudemi will take a spot, comes into the corner after the face-off. And out to the blue line, McMillan. Cross-ice pass, and it's going to go into the Comet zone. They'll come over on sides, but here's an interception. It is Bassara. Lead man is Desjardins. On the near side, comes into the corner. He gets wrapped up. He tries to center it, however, and Kudemi comes away with it for Wichita. Wichita ahead, comes all the way down to Bartus. He'll cover it up and get a whistle. Now Maggio and Boudre, they come together in the Comet goal crease.
A little pushing and shoving, bang the net off the moorings, but referee standing right there just waiting for the next move, and they break it up.
Face-off will be in the Comet zone with 11:23 to go in the second.
Yeah, they're going to change their lineup completely. Wichita going to change the defense and sit pat with the forwards.
Shots in the game are 16-12 in favor of the Comets. And the face-off will be set up to the right of Garrett Bartus.
Kravchenko will take the draw in the Comet zone. Schaafsma and Thompson out there up forward.
And it goes into the corner here in the Comet zone. McCarron gets dumped on the play. Loose puck. Wichita's got it. Here's a backhander save made by Bartus. And it's going to be kicked loose all the way out to the neutral zone. Kudemi tracks after it for the Thunder. Now it goes up along the far side. Kravchenko takes the puck, avoids a check. Kravchenko drops it back out of man. Here's a shot. That's deflected. And that one will get into the safety screen.
Yeah, that was Schaafsma that picked up the loose puck from Kravchenko. Walked right in, let a quick shot go, but defenseman stuck his foot out, got deflected. Offense, shoot, offense, go.
Comets with the lead, 3-2. And the face-off to the left of Nick Riopel.
Hodgman out there to take the draw now.
Binkley and Cortez back at the blue line. And here's Binkley on the far side. Comes into the corner. Binkley puts it out in front at a man. And it's going to be broken up. Here we come. Marcotte with it. Marcotte up along the left side. Marcotte comes up to the blue line, still with the puck, slides it over to Binkley. He'll take a shot, and Riopel will make the save.
Another shot on goal, 17 total right now for the game. Riopel getting a pretty good workout by the Comets right now.
Face-off will remain in the Wichita zone. We'll go to the left side now. Comets got a game on Wednesday. We'll be taking on Kansas City here at the Coliseum. It is another wild Wednesday. Get 2 tickets for just $22, along with $2 beer and sodas all game long.
Then they're on the road. Friday at Cincinnati, Saturday in Indianapolis. So a couple of road games coming up for them next weekend.
Szydlowski with a blast. Save made. It goes behind Riopel. Is knocked out of midair. Comes up to the blue line. Here's a shot. That goes wide. And up along the far side, coming up to the blue line, here is Kravchenko. Kravchenko wheels it around. Coming up, here's Lowney. Trying to go off the wall, trying to stick it in the corner. He's cut off by McMillan. Now we go back behind the net. Iwanek chases after it. Coming up top to the blue line, it's Garrett Thompson taking a shot. Save made. Riopel. He'll hang on to it.
Again, Kravchenko right in there, bunking it up with the defense, and the puck comes from the point. Riopel's able to get it, and the defenseman fights off Kravchenko till they get the whistle.
Face-off, back down in the Wichita zone. Comets have definitely slanted the ice quite a bit here in the second period.
Well, they got that quick goal at 1:13 mark, a power play goal. Thompson is 28th, and then Thompson back at 4:55 on another power play. They've taken the 3-2 lead, and right now Wichita's on their heels.
The Thunder with the puck. We're about halfway gone here in the second period. Wichita brings it into the attacking zone. Up along the far side, it's Lane Bauer with it. Bauer and Bassara. They fight for it. Binkley comes in there as well. We got a penalty called. It's going to be cross-checking on Binkley.
Yeah. Got a little over-aggressive against the man on the boards, and he just got the stick up behind his back. Give him a little shove, and that'll draw the penalty.
And that will be the first power play of the game for Wichita. We will take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on Wobo.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la. Ooh la la.
What's got everyone so worked up, you ask? It's the taste of bold, decadent espresso, paired with a sumptuous layer of freshly steamed milk in flavors like vanilla, caramel, and mocha.
Ooh la la.
You can say that again. New handcrafted lattes starting at just $2.29 have arrived at your neighborhood Tim's. Taste the ooh la la side of Tim Hortons. At participating U.S. restaurants, price and participation may vary by region.
If you're searching for premium temporary housing, we have the affordable alternative to a short-term or long-term hotel. Are you a family or traveling business salesperson relocating to Fort Wayne? Experience premium temporary living with Corporate Housing Systems. Serving Indiana and Ohio for over 30 years, we strive to offer exceptional service and value for all of our guests. Feel at home with Corporate Housing Systems. Visit www.corporatehousingsystems.com or call 888-544-5454 today.
You're listening to Comet Hockey.
(3-2) Komets with the lead. 9:56 to go in the second.
Big crowd here tonight, too. A lot of people filled in this building.
Face-off will be to the right of Garrett Bartus. We'll get the official attendance after this period.
Komets a man short. Binkley in the box.
And the Komets promptly send it down into the Wichita zone. And now up along the near side here in the Wichita zone, it is Beaudry back behind the net. And the Thunder will start up their power play fresh in their own end. Beaudry drops it back. And now the Thunder will enter the Komet zone. Van Stralen into the corner. Here's Maggio. He awaits the puck. Plays it up along the far side. And it comes out to Curtis Leonard. A lot of room. And Leonard will skate with it. Take his time. Gets it into the zone. Taking a shot on Riopel. He'll make the save. And he'll keep it there and get a whistle.
Yeah, down in the midsection. He was on the knee. Held on to it. Couldn't get it out, so he just held on to it. They'll take the face off, and it'll stay in the Wichita zone, and it gives the Komets a chance to put fresh guys on the ice again.
Face off to the right of Riopel. Komets skating shorthanded. They've got the lead 3-2. Kravchenko on the face-off. And it's tied up on the dot, kicked into the corner. And here come the Thunder on the power play. Tyson Stevenson will carry it over the line. Going to come into the corner. Stevenson met there by McCarron. Now the Komets with a chance to clear it, and they do. Nice job, Dennis Kravchenko. All the way down. And it will be stopped by Riopel. And up along the far boards. Wichita will bring it now into the Komet end. Here is Stevenson. Dishing off on the right side. And it's Lepine giving it a look. Gives it to McMillan here on the right boards. And back down low into the corner. Giving it right back to McMillan. McMillan now backing up into the corner. Trying to put it out in front. It was blocked by Kravchenko. Back up to the blue line. McMillan. His pass is going to be bad. And it's going to be Sean Szydlowski grabbing it.
30 seconds power play time.
And Szydlowski to Lowney. Backhander all the way into the Wichita zone. Off the inboards. We got 20 seconds to kill off this power play. Nolan Dakota. He'll give it up to Beaudry. And now Beaudry up along the far side.
Woo, offside. Wichita got way offside on that play there. Still 9 seconds in the power play. That'll bring the face off outside the Komet zone. Line change Komets. 8:04 to go in the period. We're up by 1, 3-2.
Face off will be on the near side face off dots. Here's Chad Butcher and Justin Hodgman. Butcher wins the face-off. They'll move it over to Botet. Going to get it in, and that will do it pretty much for the power play down to 2 seconds. And here comes Jason Binkley. Schaafsma over onto the far side and into the Wichita zone. And Butcher with the puck into the Komet zone. Dishes over, taking a shot off the glove. Coming out in front. Rebound. A save made by Bartus. Backhander coming back to Bartus. Trying to smother it. Puck is still loose. And it goes up along the far side.
Two
whacks up here on the right side. Here's a shot. It's blocked. Coming up to the blue line. Butcher trying to get rid of it. And it's going to go all the way down into the zone. Backing up along the far side and into the corner. Back behind the net, played up along the near side. Butcher gives it a shot. Now it comes up to the blue line. Marcotte taken off the play.
There's going to be a penalty, too, from it.
Yeah, tripping will be the call.
Yeah.
No, it didn't look quite that bad from up here, but the referee, hey, we'll take it.
Yeah, we'll go against Wichita. Komets will go back on power play. Tripping penalty it's going to be. They're complaining a bit about it, but they're not going to win that argument.
All right, Komets up 3-2. More power play time coming. And Garrett Thompson tonight with the natural hat trick. 3 straight goals, all on the power play.
And Bartus just came up with 3 nice saves back there in the Komets zone. The puck was bouncing around pretty good, and he was up and down, left and right, and made a couple of good saves on the plays as Wichita put a little pressure on him right then.
It is Chad Butcher off for tripping. And the Komets with the man advantage. Schaafsma in the face-off circle. Goes down low to Crevier Morin up along the far side. Kravchenko trying to go upstairs. Here's Garrett Thompson in the corner. Thompson gets rubbed off the play. Coming up top to the point. And Lowney will grab a hold of it. Lowney up along the far side. Cross-ice pass. Here's Szydlowski. Back up. Here's a shot. Knocked down. And it's going to be cleared down the length of the ice. Down to Mr. Garrett Bartus. He gives it for Ryan Lowney.
Komets winding her up. Here they come.
Lowney on the far side. Schaafsma sneaking in behind the D.
Offside.
Does the step over.
Yeah.
Whistle will blow.
Nice lead pass right at the blue line. Schaafsma lifted the leg too quickly when he took the pass. Just offside. That'll bring it back outside the zone. Line change both teams.
So the face-off, they're going to put the face-off at the center line. And Braden Lowe will take the drop for Wichita. Hodgman there for the Komets. He wins it. And it goes back to Ryan Lowney. Gabriel Desjardins on the left side comes into the Wichita zone. And we're going to go all the way up along the far side. Here is Jason Binkley. Binkley on the far boards. Komets working on a power play. And into the corner we come. Garrett Thompson up top. Binkley slides it over to Wall, top of the circle. In front, it's going to go to Hodgman. Couldn't connect. Back down low, and now rolls in front of the net. Nobody home for the Komets. And the puck will come all the way into the Komet end. Binkley quickly slides it up along the far side into Wichita territory. But doesn't materialize. The puck is going to be back into the Komet zone.
Still 45 seconds power play. Komets winding it up again.
Binkley over to Desjardins. Desjardins on the left side. He'll carry it over. And offsides will go awful close there, but...
Yeah, well, they got to head man the puck. The man was about a half a stride ahead, and they both got too close together, and before you know it, instead of dumping it in, one man crosses, and the puck hasn't left the zone yet. Face-off will come outside. We'll start over with 5:51 in the game, in the period. 38 seconds on power play time.
Then it's Kravchenko in the face-off circle with McMillan. And the puck is dropped. Goes all the way into the Wichita zone. It's going to go off the glass and all the way out. There's Sean Szydlowski back at his own line. Going to give it over to the rookie Ryan Lowney. Lowney will now cross over. Komets still on a power play. Put on the far side, Kravchenko. Now to Garrett Thompson. Thompson on the point. Going to give it up to Sean Szydlowski. Szydlowski with a nice little move here in the slot and pushes it over. Looking for Schaafsma. Fanned on it. And up top to the far side and out of the zone. And Bartus will stop the puck.
5 seconds. Power play.
Do it for the power play as Ryan Lowney grabs it, goes down the middle of the ice. He has got Basara.
Offside again at the blue line.
Yeah, actually, that was actually poke checked over the line.
Yeah.
So 5:11 to go here in the second. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you.
Some might call that old school. But then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola. Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
Dan Maggio had a great scoring chance for the Komets, but Nick Riopel with a big pad save keep this game at 3-2. Komets with the lead. And here's Jason Binkley. He'll carry, that's Baptista rather. He'll carry it over the line, taking a shot. Riopel will make the stop.
Yeah. Baptista got over here on the left side, got pinched off a little bit. Nothing to do but throw it at the net. As everybody else was heading for the net, he let the quick shot go on the net. Riopel grabs on. No rebound.
Shots are 22-17 in favor of the Komets.
11-10 in this period. Both teams have been firing.
Justin Hodgman on the face-off has got Gabriel Desjardins back top of the circle. Tries to win it back to him, and it goes to Desjardins right between his legs. And Binkley's got to retrieve it. Over to Cortez on the left side. Moves it forward. Here is Desjardins back to Hodgman. Hodgman on the far boards. Spins around, has got Cortez breaking in. Couldn't get a shot off. Now Cortez backhander. Back below the line. Here we go. Waugh with a one-timer. That's blocked. And it's Binkley going to put it right back below the goal line. Here's Gabriel Desjardins into the corner. Up top of the blue line. Cortez over to Binkley. Return pass to Cortez. Cortez taking a shot. It's blocked. And it's going to go here in the corner. And it's picked up by Hodgman. Hodgman on the far boards.
Looking. Circling Hodgman.
All the way over to Cortez here on the point. Backhander into the corner. And it goes up to Hodgman. Here's a one-timer. Wow. Nice job by Braden Lowe coming across and getting a piece of that one off the stick of Marco Waugh. Into the corner here in the Wichita zone. And played off the glass and all the way down into the Komet zone. It's Lowney playing it off the wall. Look out. Wichita almost got caught with too many men. And here we come. Szydlowski to Desjardins, tipped wide. Back up along the near side with 3:15 to go in the second. Komets up by a goal. Wichita into the Komet zone. Here's McCarron. Takes a nasty hit
off, yep.
As he unloads the puck, and it goes to Ryan Lowney. Lowney up along the far side. Throws it into the corner. Here on the near side, Kravchenko chasing after it. He is met there by Iwanek. Throws it out in front. Nobody home. And the Thunder bring it back the other direction. They'll bring it. Here's Crevier Morin with the shot. That's going to go high. We got a penalty call
coming up.
And it's touched by Thompson. Interference on the Komets.
Yeah, Lowney in front of the net, I believe. Took the man out after the puck went by the net. Face-off will stay in the Komet zone. There'll be a man short. 2:46 in the period. Kill this one off, guys.
Face-off will be to the left of Garrett Bartus as Wichita starts up this power play.
5 goals in the game, all on special teams. 3 power plays by the Komet. 2 shorthanded goal by Wichita. Weird. Face-off in the Komet zone.
And it goes into the corner. Curtis Leonard is there. Promptly sends it all the way down to Riopel. Riopel will stop it, and he goes up along the far side. Here's Dyson Stevenson, going to go back to Beaudry. Back behind his goaltender, Riopel. And Beaudry will bring it forward over to Chad Butcher. Cross ice to Stevenson. He brings it across the line. And he dishes down low. It's going to go behind the net. We've got everybody piled up down there. And it comes loose right out in front. Wichita trying to get to it. And a nice save by Garrett Bartus. I think the Komets may have got away with a trip right in front of the net.
Maggio dumps it down the ice.
Riopel will stop it. And Beaudry is up with it with 2 minutes to go in the period. Beaudry will cross over. And it comes into the corner. Up along the far side, Chad Butcher runs into the referee, and he hits the deck. Marco Waugh there, plays it off the boards, and here's Gabriel Desjardins picking it up. Desjardins now short-handed. Takes a wide turn, comes up to the blue line, and he's going to go to Binkley. Binkley all the way back to the neutral zone.
Puck control.
And Marco Waugh will pick it up. Waugh, now he comes down back below the goal line. Waugh will take a shot. Riopel to save. Oh, he didn't know where it was. Now he's able to scoot it down low. Got it caught between his stick and his pads. Didn't know where it was for a moment. And now McMillan will get it into the Komet zone up along the near side. Going to go back behind the net and into the corner. Here's Braden Lowe back behind. And it comes into the corner with 22 seconds to go on the power play. McMillan on the far side point. He's going to creep in, looking for a shot. He's got it. Save made. And we're going to go back behind the net. Here's a centering play. McMillan with a shot. He scores.
It's just a matter of time. They had 2 or 3 good chances. This time they got the puck behind net, threw it out in the high slot. The man was by himself. He had time to look. Bartus came out to challenge him, and he beat him with the shot. They tie it up. It was on a power play.
Just 11 seconds. We're still on the clock to Lowney's penalty.
19:03 that came.
And we are tied at 3. Well, we know our final score won't be 3-2 tonight, so there's a start. But still got to get the win. And it will be McMillan. He will get credit for the goal. That's his 20th of the season. Out to center ice with under a minute to go here in the second. And it is Cortez, backhander into the zone. And Riopel up along the far side. And it comes all the way near the Comet bench and into the neutral zone. 40 seconds to play as Garrett Thompson gets it to Marcotte. And Marcotte over to Cortez. Slides it over to Leonard. Leonard is going to go off the stick of Kravchenko and into the Wichita zone. Here's Crevier Morin. Going to play it off the wall. Comes up to the blue line. Now up along the far side. And jabbed into the Comet zone. Here's Cortez. He'll pick it up. Cortez back behind the net. And on the left side, it's Garrett Thompson. Going to scoot it into the Wichita zone. Dyson Stevenson will play it off the glass with 10 seconds to play.
High stick.
And the face-off will be outside of the Wichita zone. Coming up, we got the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show. We'll go over what has happened here tonight, and we'll also look at the scoreboard as well.
Face-off just outside the Wichita zone. 7 seconds on the clock. Schaafsma will take the draw for the Komets.
And the puck comes into the Wichita zone all the way down. Back behind the net, it's Boudre with 1 second to go, and that will do it. Well, a much better second period, but we are going to the locker room tied this time, not down. But Garrett Thompson, he's been the real story tonight, has got the hat trick, his second of the season. But I think we pretty much outplayed him in that second period, but unfortunately we're not going to go away with the lead.
Well, we may have outplayed him in the period, but we only outshot him 12-11. So it was pretty close that way. So there were a lot of little sneaky plays that Wichita had around our net, and Bartus came up pretty strong all the way through until just at the end there at 19:03. They got a loose man in front. He had time to take the shot he wanted, and he beat Bartus on the play. But power play goals all the way through. 4 power play goals, 2 shorthanded goals, 3 power play goals by the Komets, 1 by Wichita. And that special team's definitely a busy group tonight. So stay out of the penalty box. We should be all right for the third period.
Yeah, both teams should be saying that, as we got a 3-3 game going in to the second intermission, and we will take a break. You are listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
Fort Wayne's newest Northside Sports Bar is your place to see the big games, including pro and college. Doozy's Sports Bar and Grill next to Red River Steakhouse has become a fan favorite to see the best sports events with their incredible food and drink specials and wall-to-wall big flat screen TVs. Open daily 11 to 11 or later for the big games. Doozy's has daily lunch specials and is always the place to come out and watch the games. Doozy's next to Red River Steakhouse, just off I-69 at Coldwater Road in Washington Center.
Today's the day to get fit and pumped. Pummel your flabby high-interest debt by transferring your balances to a Partners First Visa card. Or you can get 12 months at 0 APR financing. Hear me now, believe me later. This offer ends March 31st, so run like a manly man to your local Partners First branch in Fort Wayne, Huntington, and Marion. Terms and conditions may vary depending on your credit worthiness. So get or click for complete details and disclosure at partnersfirstcu.org. Partners First Federal Credit Union. Part of your community, part of your tomorrow, part giant muscle monster.
MRIs are a valuable diagnostic tool, but they can be costly. The Community Open MRI Group can help. We have the region's lowest in-network insurance rates that are hundreds less than area hospitals. Our MRI is quiet and spacious, eliminating stress and anxiety. Remember, it's your choice where you go for your MRI. Contact the Community Open MRI Group and let us check your benefits first, with 3 convenient locations: Auburn, Decatur, and Fort Wayne.
Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's. Don't just think of it as half off late night apps at Applebee's. It's half off the after party, half off the first date, half off girls' night. Late night half-priced apps, only at Applebee's.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Take Midwest Gloves and Gear to work with you by using their full line of work gloves. Midwest Work Line features max performance gloves, PBR, along with a wide variety of Midwest branded gloves for any type of work. Midwest Gloves and Gear prides itself in being the largest manufacturer of American-made work gloves, and Midwest believes in investing in America. And that's why the Work Line features many styles made right here in the USA. For over 50 years, Midwest Gloves and Gear, Chillicothe, Missouri. Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Live at the Coliseum, Shane Albarani and Robbie Irons here tonight, and we have got a 3-3 game after 40 minutes of play. The Komets trying to snap a 4-game losing streak, something the Komets have not seen all season, as it's a new total for losing games this season with 4 this year. Previously, we were at 3 back in January, so hopefully we can stop that skid here tonight. Wichita, they're also trying to stop a skid of their own. They have lost 3 in a row. So something's got to give here tonight. Both of these teams, of course, in the playoff hunt. The Komets trying to track down the Toledo Walleye, but they have got their spot already confirmed in the Kelly Cup playoffs. Wichita, they do not. They are currently in 3rd place in their division. So these points are pretty precious for Wichita, but the Komets just trying to get back in the win column here tonight. And right now our score is 3-3 as we take a look at what has happened here this evening. First, our shots on goal, and that is being brought to you by Combat Ops Arena, mission-based laser tag, mini bowling and arcade, and a cafe full of food and beer. Combat Ops Arena in Fort Wayne on Lay Road, just east of Lima. Shots in the game, Wichita in the first had 8, second period, total of 11, and 19 for the game. The Komets had 11 in the first, 12 in the second, for a game total of 23. It's been the Garrett Thompson show for the Komets offensively. He got his first, the game is 27th of the season at 13:51. Jamie Schaafsma, Dennis Kravchenko helped him out on that. That one was on the power play. Wichita got 2 in the first, both of them shorthanded. First one from former Komet Ralph Kudemi, is 29th of the season, 14-10, and it was unassisted. Dyson Stevenson is 14th of the season at 17:54. McMillan and Crevier Moran with the assist, and that one too was shorthanded. In the second period, Garrett Thompson, he got 2 to finish off the hat trick. It was number 28th of the season at 1:13, and then Kravchenko and Schaafsma helped him out on that. That was on the power play. And then Garrett Thompson is 29th of the season from Sean Szydlowski and Ryan Lowney. That one also was on the power play. And then Wichita, they struck back late in the second. Time of the goal was 19:03. McMillan, 20th of the season. Lane Bauer and Braden Lowe with the assist, and that was on the power play. So all the goals tonight have been scored on the special teams for both teams, as Sean Szydlowski leads this team with 30 goals, and now he has got some company as Garrett Thompson. He's got 29, getting 3 here tonight. Nick Riopel, the goaltender for Wichita, 23 shots, making 20 saves. Garrett Bartus, 19 shots and 16 saves. And Wichita, 1 of 2 on the power play, and the Komets, they are 3 of 6 tonight with the man advantage. 12 minutes on 6 infractions for the Thunder. Komets 4 minutes on 2 infractions. And that is a look at what has happened so far tonight. We will take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Big City Cars on Lima Road. Vehicles as low as $595. Payments starting at just $79. Dependable cars on a budget. Over 20 price under $1,000. If other dealers have turned you down, we go to work when the others say no. Big City Cars. Want a bigger deal? Get up to $5,555 more than your car is worth. And as always, if we can't beat the competitor's deal, we'll give you the car for free. Big City Cars. See dealer for complete details.
Hey, you. It's your stomach again. I'm here to set things straight. Subway has new signature wraps, and they're packed with meat. These things make me full. Full like your voicemail after you win the lottery. Full like a clown car on the way to an oversized shoe convention. Full like the turkey, bacon, and guacamole signature wrap, loaded with provolone, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and ranch. Full like I'm gonna be after you get to Subway and eat one. You're welcome. All new Subway signature wraps. Subway. Make it what you want.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. Bravo! It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you!
Some might call that old school. But then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola. Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back at the Coliseum, we got a tie game at 3 going into the third period of play. Komets will get tomorrow off, back at it here at home on Wednesday, and it's another Deuces Wild Wednesday as the Komets host the Kansas City Mavericks. You can take advantage of 2 tickets for just $22 along with $2 beer and soft drinks all game long. That is again coming up on Wednesday. And also on Wednesday, we're going to have a special giveaway as we'll have the Bad Boys poster that will be handed out to all the fans who come into the building. 5,000 of them. The first 5,000 fans through the door will get a poster. And if you remember the old Bruise Brothers posters from back in the day, we're bringing that back, updating it a little bit, and we'll have a special poster given away coming up on Wednesday. 7:30 is the start time. Then on Thursday, the entire team will be out at Combat Ops Arena on Lay Road from 6:30 to 8 o'clock. They'll be out there to sign those posters, and that is coming up on Thursday. So get that poster coming up on Wednesday night here at the Coliseum. Then Thursday, take it over to Combat Ops Arena, where the entire team will be on hand to sign those posters. Komet tickets, playoff tickets are on sale. You can get them at the Coliseum ticket office. Still don't know who the first round opponent is or when they will start. We're hoping to have home ice in that first round, and we're looking at the weekend of April 13th, somewhere maybe that Saturday, Sunday. Not quite sure, but you can be sure that it will be starting right around that time. But the tickets are on sale for the first round. You can get them at the Coliseum ticket office. Let's take a break. We'll come back and have a look at the out-of-town scoreboard. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
The destination is yours with Excursions Trailways Motor Coach Company. Excursions Trailways operates trips from Indiana and Ohio to destinations in the continental U.S. and Canada. Excursions is the proud official motor coach provider of the Komets, Tin Caps, IPFW, and St. Francis. They provide excellent customer service and clean, well-maintained coaches with courteous professional drivers. Choose your destination and give Excursions a call at 260-485-6167 or visit them on the web at excursionstrailways.com. Are you looking for a great way to entertain family, friends, clients, or employees? Or just treat yourself to a night of entertainment? Luxury suites or club seats at the Memorial Coliseum can be exactly what you're looking for. Whether it's a Fort Wayne Komet hockey game or other sporting event, a concert or family show, suites and club seats at the Coliseum are available on a single event basis. Amazing food and drinks delivered right to your seat. You'll never miss a moment of the action. Call the Premium Seating Office, 260-480-2186, about the suites and club seats at the Memorial Coliseum.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets, and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back live at the Coliseum, Shane Almirani and Robbie Irons here tonight as we've got a 3-3 game. Let's take a look at the Meyer out-of-town scoreboard tonight in the ECHL. First of all, we've got a final up in the North Division. The top two teams battling tonight, Adirondack 5 and the Manchester Monarchs 3. So Adirondack gains on Manchester in the standings. They are now just one game back of Manchester, but Manchester, they do have a game at hand. So right now, Manchester 85 points, Adirondack with 83. Greenville and Jacksonville, two teams that aren't going to make the playoffs this year. They are in the third period, just 3 minutes left, and Greenville's got the lead on Jacksonville 3-2. Florida Everblades 5 and the Norfolk Admirals 1. That game is about to go final. We are in the third period there, just 25 seconds left, and Florida will open up even bigger lead on South Carolina, who are idle tonight. Florida, number one team in the South Division. They now have 98 points to South Carolina's 91. The Worcester Railers, they were hit a blow to their playoff chances tonight as they were shut out in Reading, Pennsylvania by a final score of 3-0. And what hurts that even more is that the Wheeling Nailers, they picked up at least a point tonight. They are in overtime against the Cincinnati Cyclones, tied at 2 in Wheeling. So the Nailers, even if they do not get another point tonight, they are now 5 points up on the Worcester Railers for the fourth and final playoff spot in that North Division. So the North Division is now coming a little bit more into focus already after tonight. The Brampton Beasts, they are up 2-0 on the Toledo Walleye tonight. That game being played at the Huntington Center. We've got 11:25 to go in the third. The Kansas City Mavericks, they have opened up a 4-goal lead on the Allen Americans. They're about halfway through the second period down in Allen tonight. So if that score holds, Kansas City will have 70 points on the season, and that will pull them even up with the Kalamazoo Wings, who are idle tonight. They'll be playing in South Carolina, but Kalamazoo, they'll have a couple of games at hand after this weekend. Indianapolis, they are right in the middle of things with 68 points. They are idle tonight as well, but a long way to go in that one. And the Allen Americans, they need these points desperately as well. 71 points. They are now fourth in the Mountain Division. They still have a chance to go up and get to Wichita in the third spot, but they have got to hold off the Tulsa Oilers, who have got 69 points on this season, just 2 points back of Allen for that final spot. And speaking of the Tulsa Oilers, they are down 1-0 to the Quad City Mallards. That game is done with 2 periods of play down in Tulsa. The Colorado Eagles, they've already got their spot sealed up in the Kelly Cup playoffs. They are number 1 in the Mountain Division, and they are up 2-0 tonight as they are playing host to the Utah Grizzlies, who are still in it technically, but they have fallen back in the pack. They got 65 points. They have got to get to Allen, who currently has 71 points. And then out in Boise, Idaho, where the Idaho Steelheads, they've got their spot nailed down. Looks like they'll be the 2 seed out in the Mountain Division. They are up 1-0 on the Rapid City Rush, and that will do it for the out-of-town scoreboard. Don't forget the simple savings you get with Meyer M-Perks digital coupons and rewards. Sign up today at mperks.meyer.com. We will take a break. Got the third period coming up for you. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
This is what it sounds like when truck guys shop at other dealerships.
How about gray? Or we have the white one.
Oh, white, huh? Wow.
And this is what it sounds like when truck guys shop at a Chevy dealership.
Chevy offers 10 Silverado special editions. More choices than ever before.
Wow. I'll take the Rally Edition with racing stripes. Or maybe the Camouflage Real Tree Edition. Or the Blacked Out Midnight Edition.
Hear the difference at your Chevy dealer and choose the Silverado Special Edition that's right for you. See your Northeast Indiana and Ohio Chevy dealers.
Welcome to Tim Hortons. What can I get for you two?
I'll take a latte.
Ooh la la. Since when do you drink lattes?
Since Tim's introduced handcrafted lattes, using freshly ground premium espresso beans, water heated to exacting precision, and sumptuously steamed milk forming a velvety blanket of delicious foam.
You better make that 2 lattes.
Introducing new handcrafted lattes, starting at $2.29 from your neighborhood Tim Hortons. Taste the ooh la la side of Tim's. At participating U.S. restaurants, price and participation may vary by region.
Knob Brick Company carries hundreds of styles of brick, literally something for every taste. With the change in the seasons, it's good to know that Knob also offers a wide variety of fireplaces, many of them Heat and Glow's finest, to add style to your home and warm it up on those cold evenings. They can even put a Heat and Glow insert into your existing fireplace to make it more efficient. Be sure to check out their fireplace showroom for some design ideas. Knob Brick is located on Fort Wayne's north side, not far from the Spies Fieldhouse. For a great Heat and Glow fireplace or that perfect brick for your home, see Knob, N-O-B, Knob Brick.
Time now for the Big City Cars Big Intermission Show.
Back at the Coliseum, both teams retaking the ice for the third period. We are tied at 3 going into the final frame here tonight. Comet fans, come celebrate your birthday at the Sport One Parkview Ice House. Packages are offered for skate and bounce parties. Bring the guest of honor, friends, and cake, and let their party team take care of the rest. Schedule your party today at 444-2788. And it's never too late to learn how to skate. Sport One Parkview Ice House offers programs to ages 3 and up. Visit icesports.com/Fort Wayne to see a list of their upcoming Learn to Skate classes. Register today. And if you don't follow the Komets on Facebook and Twitter, do that tonight, because at the end of the game, you will get the official Lancia Homes game recap right after the game, and then go to lanciahomes.com to start building your custom home today. We'll take one more break. Third period is coming up. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
Daniel Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on Illinois Road has added some new members to the team. Introducing the all-new Chrysler Pacifica, the only minivan to win 2017 IIHS Top Safety Pick. Also, now on the starting lineup is the all-newly redesigned Jeep Compass. Capable, modern, and stylish, all wrapped into one. The new scrapper on the team is the all-new Jeep Grand Cherokee Trackhawk. With 707 horsepower, this secret weapon will leave the competition wondering what hit them. Daniel is a proud sponsor of Comet Hockey, and we invite all the fans to come experience the difference in your next car buying experience. See the complete lineup of new Chryslers, Dodges, Jeeps, and Ram trucks, all at O'Daniel on Illinois Road next to Meyer, or online all the time at o'danielauto.com.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
All even, 5-on-5.
All right, let's get this third period on. This is where the Komets have done their best work all season. We're tied at 3. Shane Albarani, Robbie Irons here tonight as we come out to center ice. And like you said, Robbie, 5-on-5 we skate, because especially teams, they have been very important tonight for both teams.
Yes, they have. Let's go after them and play a good third period.
Komets with the puck. Here's Cortez right down the middle of the ice. Had Baptista breaking in, but he's offsides.
Face-off will come outside the blue line of the Komets, 3/4 away down the ice.
Face-off just outside of the Komet blue line, all right near the Komet bench.
Hodgman at center. He'll take the draw.
McMillan to take the face-off for Wichita. And he'll play the puck with Justin Hodgman. Now it's going to go all the way into the Komet zone. Here's Bigley. Bigley up along the far side finds Cortez. Off the wall, here's Jamie Schaafsma, backhander. All the way up along the far boards, and Wichita will track after it. Going to come off the boards. And now right at center ice. Well, they'll carry it over the line on sides. Picked off by Hodgman. Hodgman coming back the other direction at the blue line. Glides through the neutral zone, negotiates a little bit. Now he carries it over the line, and dragging the line, his foot was Baptista, and Baptista might need a little treatment after that, after he almost did the splits trying to stay on sides.
Well, you know, you made a good point at the start of the game. When they started, the lineups are all mixed up and everything like that, and you're going to see a lot of that. You're going to see a lot of offsides if the lines are mixed up, because they're not 100% sure what a guy's going to do. Hodgman loves to hold on to the puck, so you got to be very patient with him. And when you get over the blue line and you break, you get the open, he'll give it to you. But the lineup changes make a big difference in offsides.
Back behind the nets and front. Here's Sean Szydlowski getting to it. Backhander, nothing there. Garrett Thompson pushes it over.
Can't get it up.
Knocked down off the play was Kravchenko.
Yeah, he tried to put it up top. He couldn't get the time.
Maggio over to Leonard. Leonard on the far side to Kravchenko. Sean Szydlowski carrying it over. Puts it on Rio Pell. Got the stick on it. And that will get the screen. Garrett Thompson, 3 goals tonight. Almost got an assist right there as he pushed it over to Dennis Kravchenko. Was right on the doorstep.
Yeah, the defenseman jumped on him very quickly. Kravchenko just didn't have time to pull the trigger and get it up top where he wanted to go. Good defensive play. Face-off will stay in the Wichita zone. Waugh for the Komets will take a draw here.
To the right of Rio Pell and Marco Waugh to take the face-off. The end with Lane Bauer. And up to the blue line. Maggio can't quite keep it in. Komets going to go all the way back to the neutral zone. Got to get on sides. Now it's pushed up along the near side, and it's going to be Wichita puck. Guy Lepine on the far boards off the stick of Kudemi. Now Bauer will skate with it. He lost it. Maggio turns it back the other way. And back into the zone. Here is Waugh. Throws it through the slot area. Going to go all the way over onto the far side. And Kudemi picks it up. Kudemi will carry it over the line here on the right side. Gets around Maggio. Got a man right out in front. It goes to
Bartus. Makes the save.
Yep, got the left leg on it. And the Komets have got it. Far side. Off the stick of Desjardins. Rio Pell will come out and play it. He'll bank it off the end boards. Marcotte almost stole it away.
Yeah, the rebound.
Yeah, Rio Pell was caught out of position. And into the corner. Back behind the net, it is Marcotte coming up to Hodgman. Hodgman over to McCarron on the right side. Cross-ice pass. Here is a shot. Knocked down. Is loose. And it is.
Nobody get a stick on that one.
Yeah, here we come down the left side. They'll bring it forward. Here's a shot. Save made by Bartus. And he'll squeeze him.
Into the midsection again. Bartus just goes down. Holds on. No rebound. Gets the face-off in the Komet zone.
Face-off will be in the Komet zone. 17:51 to go in the third. 3-3 is our score. Braden Lowe on the face-off. In with Dennis Kravchenko. And it comes all the way over to the far side. Beaudry will keep it in. Going to go back behind the net, up along the near boards here in the Komet zone, up top of the blue line. Here's a shot right into the glove of Bartus. Sees it right in and a whistle.
Good defense by the Komets, holding everybody away so Bartus can see it from the point. Quick shot. He gets the glove on it. Another whistle in the Komet zone. Win the draws, guys. We'll come out of there cleanly.
Face off to the right of Bartus. Braden Lowe again on the face-off. He'll be opposed by Kravchenko. And the puck coming up top to the blue line. Here's a shot. It goes wide. Kravchenko battling for position back behind the net, and it rolls to Bartus. He'll cover it up. So another face-off coming up in the Komet zone.
Komets off tomorrow. Well-earned rest right there. Go back at it next Wednesday. Kansas City in town Wednesday night here, 7:30.
And 2 road games next weekend, Indianapolis and Cincinnati.
Yep, not a bad trip. Not a bad trip.
Face-off to the left of Bartus. Mark McMillan on the face-off. And the drop comes out in front of the net. Here's Desjardins with it. Moves it ahead, and it's going to go to Marco Waugh. Playing it forward. Going to come on the near side. Marco Waugh comes into the corner with Crevier Morin. Now Desjardins off the side of the net.
Here's a point.
Coming up top of the blue line. Down low. Going to be tipped by Hodgman wide of the net. Now it's Desjardins trying to put it back home. And a save made by Rio Pell. Desjardins still with it. Goes off the side of the net. And Waugh with it. Centers it up again. What a save by Rio Pell. And Desjardins breaking in.
Yep, they give him a little quick pass from the side of the net right on Desjardins' stick. Bang, bang play right on the net. Goaltender come up big. Riopol, big save right there. 17:05. Komets putting the pressure on.
Shots 25-22 in favor of the Komets.
Yep, couple of shots. 3 shots actually by Wichita, 2 by the Komets. So first little outburst right there by the Komets, testing Riopol again.
Face off to the left of Rio Pell.
Yep. Schaafsma in to take the draw.
It'll be Iwanek and Schaafsma. And the puck is dropped, and it goes up along the far side, all the way down. Ryan Lowney getting chased by McMillan, wrapped up on the play. Lowney gets to it first, up along the far side, tries to go to Marcotte, tied up along the far boards. And it comes into the Komets zone to Binkley. Binkley back behind the net on the near side wall, looking for Schaafsma off of his stick. Iwanek takes it away. And it's going to go back behind the net for McMillan. McMillan lost it to Lowney. Lowney goes back behind the net. And Lowney over to Binkley. Binkley on the right side finds Jamie Schaafsma. Schaafsma will skate with it. He'll carry it over the line. And Schaafsma with a backhander all the way here into the corner. Now back behind the net. It is Marcotte. Tries to center it. Comes up top of the line. Maggio. Wind it up. Here's a shot. He scores!
Maggio. I don't think anybody touched it. Screenshot from the point. Maggio down low on the stick side. Komets take a 4-3 lead.
Maggio's sixth of the season gives the Komets the lead back. Gets the crowd to their feet, and it's 4-3 Komets.
Maggio again. The Komets worked it out of the corner, threw it back to the point. Got a couple of guys in front of the net. The shot went right through the screen. We get a lead, 4-3. Maggio, sixth of the season, you said?
Yep, number 6.
Number 6, good for him.
16-18 to go in the third. Komets have regained the lead. And it's Cortez with the puck.
Yep, Maggio gets the goal.
Cortez up along the far side, gets to the blue line. And he is going to find Kravchenko on the far boards. Coming up top of the blue line, Cortez down low to Sean Szydlowski. Sid on the far side. Now circles it down low. Kravchenko will pick it up. Kravchenko in the corner. And it cycles it down low to Cortez. Cortez and Butcher, they fight for it. Down in the corner, puck squirts loose, and it is going to go to Garrett Thompson. Thompson puts it out in front, going to be intercepted by Lepine, and back come the Thunder on the attack on the left side. Here's Pushkar with a shot. Save made by Bartus. Back behind the net. Binkley comes in to help out the goaltender, and he'll pick up the puck, gives it over to Thompson. Now back over to Binkley at the center line, and Binkley pushes it into the Komet zone on the far boards. Back below the goal line. Now it's fed forward up along the left wall. Now right back. Oh, they take a shot on Riopel. He wasn't quite ready for that. And Riopel has to stop it, and he'll get a whistle.
Maggio, sixth of the season, coming at .342. Even strength goal to take the 4-3 lead. Schaafsma gets the assist. Baptista gets the assist. That's 3 assists tonight for Schaafsma.
Schaafsma, who hadn't seen action since February 17th, got in the lineup last night. And 3 points tonight.
Yep, starting to get his feeling. Digging in there, getting it out of the corner. Throwing that little short pass to the front of the net. They're putting it away for him.
Here is Leonard. Takes it off the end boards and grabbing the puck is Riopel as Hodgman crashes into the net. So that was our first 5-on-5 goal of tonight. Everything has been power play or shorthanded.
Yeah, good to see that. We've got the lead again. 15-11 to go in the game and the third period here. Little crash at the net as Hodgman got shoved a bit, went flying in the net, knocked her flying. Face-off will stay in the Wichita zone. Hodgman will take the draw.
Face-off to the left of Riopel. Hodgman on the face-off, wins it, trying to skate away from it. And now it goes out to the Thunder, who will feather it into the Komet zone. Leonard goes back behind the net. Now it's picked up by Kudemi. Look out, Kudemi. Off the wall, coming up to the blue line. Boudre eyeing a shot. He'll take it. Save made by Bartus.
Right through the screen again.
And up along the far side. Here's Kudemi coming up top. Over onto the near side wall. Komets bump it, and it's going to go out of play.
That was deflected into the crowd, so there's no penalty on the play. The faceoff will stay inside the, right outside the Komet blue line in front of the Wichita's bench. 14:44 to go. Komets back at it Wednesday. Kansas City in town. A big game for Kansas City. They're fighting for their lives right now.
And it's a Deuces Wild Wednesday. Get 2 tickets for $22 along with $2 soft drinks and beer all game long. That's coming up on Wednesday as the puck is going to get into the Komet bench. It's also Bad Boys Poster Night, sponsored by Combat Ops Arena. Come and get your poster. And then the next night, go out to Combat Ops Arena at 6:30. The entire team will be out there to sign them. Puck gets deflected into the Comet bench. The face-off will be at center ice. McMillan and Baptista. Puck is dropped, comes up along the near side, and then it will go to Crevier Morin back in his own zone. Here's Botet, cross-ice pass. It's going to come into the Comet zone.
Thompson puck.
Nice play by McCarron. All the way back into the Wichita zone. Here's Konemi off the glass to Iwanek, now on the left wing, and it's picked up into the Comet zone. McMillan scooting after it, met there by Lowney, goes off the side of the net, back behind the net, they put it out in front, and loose puck, Comets get away, and it's going to come to the blue line, can't clear it. Dyson Stevenson with a shot save
again.
made. Comets go off the wall, now the zone will be cleared.
Here's a
race for it.
Hodgman.
And the Thunder will get to it first. And now we've got a lot going on behind the play. And look at this, Dyson Stevenson and Binkley in there.
Yeah, they didn't want any part of anybody. Binkley stepped in there, made sure he cleaned house. Now Lowney, he's got a little push going on now. So right now, I don't think there's any penalties going to be called. We'll see.
It doesn't look that way, but now the door's going to open up.
Yeah, referee is going to call probably one for each of them.
So the gates are open.
Yeah, 26 for Stevenson going in, and Lowney or Binkley.
I think it's going to be Binkley who got in there trying to help Lowney out. So he got the penalty up on the board for Lowney, Binkley, and then Stevenson. So those will cancel out.
Stevenson, Comets number 4, Jason Binkley, each 2 minutes roughing. Time of the penalty, 6 minutes, 7 seconds. Wichita's 26.
All right, there's the call. 4-on-4 hockey coming up. We'll take a break. You're listening to Comet Hockey on WOWO.
ERS OCI Wireless is the official radio provider for the Fort Wayne Komets. ERS OCI Wireless is a Motorola partner in Fort Wayne, providing wireless voice and data systems that allow organizations across Indiana to operate their business more efficiently. Reach out to ERS OCI Wireless at 260-747-0584. That's 260-747-0584. Or online at www.ers-oci.com.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne.
Comet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Insurance and Financial Services in Auburn.
We're playing 4-on-4 here for another 139 as the puck reaches the seats, and we'll have a face-off coming up in the Comet zone.
Yeah, a little more room out there to move the puck around. You got to play a little more defensive, but move the puck, control the puck. Face-off in the Comet zone.
McMillan and Kravchenko on the face-off. And the puck comes to the Comets. Dan Maggio. Maggio on the right side. He will skate with it. Going to come across the line. Going to scoot it back below the goal line. Here's Kravchenko. Lost the puck, and now it's going to go to Lepine. Lepine grabs his own line, comes into the Comet zone, dishes forward. Bartus will come out, and offsides will be the call.
It'll bring the draw back outside the Comet zone. Good defense by the Comets, standing up 4-on-4, making sure nobody gets in behind them. A couple of player changes from the Comets thrown out there, fresh guys.
Face-off will be just outside of the Comet blue line, near side face-off dot. McMillan and Waugh on the drop. And it comes all the way out to the center line, where it is going to belong to Jeremy Boudreau. Going to go all the way back into his own zone. Skating 4-on-4 here. Comets with the lead, 4-3. Bartus comes out to Cortez. Cortez on the near side. Lost the puck coming up top of the blue line. They're going to give it over here on the left wing. Nice play by the Comets. Waugh gets it out of there. And Konemi back into his own blue line. Konemi skates backwards. Going to go all the way down. Going to go back behind his own net. Here's Boudreau with it. Boudreau gives it a look. And Boudreau now will come to his left. Now goes right down the middle of the ice. Far pass, looking for Braden Lowe. Going to be too much on it. That'll be an icing.
Trying that rink-wide pass, sneaked the guy in behind the defenseman. Bounced off the boards too hard for the man to handle it. Went all the way down. Wichita called for icing. Back into the zone it goes.
Face off to the right of Rio Pell. 12:31 to go here in the third. Komets have got the lead. And the puck is dropped. It goes into the corner. Boudre grabs the puck. And up on the left side to Kodo. Kodo gets off the skate of Jamie Schaafsma. And now goes back to Kodo, back at his own blue line. He'll drift backwards. We're still skating 4-on-4. Chad Butcher all the way back in his own line, up along the near side, skates all the way backwards with it, comes up along the far boards. And back behind the net, down to 12 seconds to go on this 4-on-4. And now it's going to be carried over the line, coming in and not tipped away by the Komets and out of the zone, all the way down as they crash into Bartus. We got a penalty called. So Wichita trying to do everything here, coming down and disrupting Garrett Bartus.
Yeah, the defense of the Komets was going to go after the man, but they realized he was getting a penalty, so they were going to take the advantage. That's cooler head, smart play right there. The Komets will have power play advantage. Face-off going all the way back into the Wichita zone.
This will be the 7th power play of the game for the Komets.
Yeah. Good chance here to open this up a little bit. 11:54 to go.
Goaltender interference is the call.
Yeah.
And we are going to have a 4-on-3 here for just 2 seconds. And then it'll be 5-on-4. Face off to the right of Rio Pell. We do have a final score in that Toledo-Brampton game. The Toledo Walleye have fallen to the Brampton Beast 3-2 tonight.
Okay, so we can pick a couple up. Yeah, pick a couple up right here. As we said, Brampton in a very tough situation, trying to make the playoffs, so every game very important to them.
Coming up to the blue line. Komets on a power play. Garrett Thompson in the corner. Over to Kravchenko. Kravchenko working it down low, coming up top. Here's Szydlowski. Got a man in front. Backhander save made by Rio Pell. And he stoned Jamie Schaafsma.
Yeah, just got in a little too tight on that play.
All the way down to Bartus. Gets it to Lowney. Lowney with the puck over to Garrett Thompson. Thompson will carry it over the line. Over to Kravchenko. Kravchenko over to Schaafsma. Coming in down low. Playing up along the far boards. Here's Szydlowski. Oh, couldn't get to it.
Handle it.
And Iwanek comes away with the puck. Iwanek into the Komet zone. Up along the far
Slashing. Garrett Thompson going to get that. Man breaking down. He was only holding on to the stick and the puck with one hand, but Thompson just gave him a pretty good chop. Chopped the stick out of his hands. That'll get him a penalty, and it'll nullify the 118. That the Komets, they'll go 4-on-4.
11-12 to go in the third. Komets clinging to a 1-goal lead. Face-off will be to the left of Garrett Bartus.
Hodgman taking the draw.
And the puck comes up to the blue line. Here's a shot off the blocker of Bartus. And up along the near side is Gabriel Desjardins. He stick handles through the neutral zone, lost the puck. And now the Thunder back into their own zone. Rio Pell will stop it. And it's going to go up along the far side. Chad Butcher being chased by Desjardins. Gets it into the zone. Here's Kudemi with a shot, save made. Rebound comes out in front. It's blocked, comes up to the blue line. And it's Desjardins. Gets it to Justin Hodgman. Hodgman, he takes a hack. Yep, we got
high stick.
Yep, we've got a penalty called on Wichita. Hodgman, we got some extra time here. Here's a shot
on
and
the
a
net,
save made.
Got the stick up on Hodgman. They drew the high stick and penalty. Wichita goes in the box, and now the Komets have got a
power play as Kudemi goes off
for 40 seconds. Then they'll end up even. But for 40 seconds, we got a 4-on-3 right now.
So it's been a crazy night power play-wise. Seems like we haven't played 5-on-5 very often tonight. And we're not going to do it here.
10:33 to go in the game. Komets up by 1 on the power play right now. 4-on-3 advantage.
Jamie Schaafsma will take the face off. Now the Komets are going to take a timeout. 10:33 to go in the third. We got a 4-3 game. Komets with the lead. And shots right now tied at 27. We will take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
The Holiday Inn at the Coliseum, located across from the Memorial Coliseum, is the official home of the Komets. Whether it's a corporate meeting to large wedding receptions or just a getaway weekend, the Holiday Inn has you covered. Event space in the Holiday Inn can hold up to 300 people. And with 151 guest rooms, the Holiday Inn is ready to meet your personal or business needs. With a highly trained staff at the Holiday Inn, you can count on things being done right. Contact the Holiday Inn at the Coliseum to schedule your event today at 260-579-9135.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
10:33 to go in the third period. Komets up 4-3. And we got a power play here. Face-off will be to the left of Riopel. 4-on-3. A lot of real estate out there. It's Kravchenko in the face-off circle. And it's tied up on the dot. Comes up to the blue line. Ryan Lowney gives it up to Desjardins on the right side. Back up to Lowney. Szydlowski going to give it back to Lowney. Now it's Desjardins. Lowney. High slot, taking a shot. Riopel with the save. Oh, and he hacks in Kravchenko right in the back of the leg.
Yeah. Well, Kravchenko was right in front screening him, and the puck came through. He caught it. Kravchenko took a little whack at it, and that was enough. They whacked back at each other, and referee's telling them to get back. So still 25 seconds of advantage, 4-on-3 for the Komets here.
And I think they're going to give Kravchenko a penalty, yeah.
Yep.
Kravchenko also throws his helmet.
Well, he's going to get 10 over that.
That's right. Kravchenko not happy, but he did throw his gear there. So 2 minutes up on the board for Kravchenko. And let's see if he does get the extra ones tacked on.
Well, if he did, he might as well go to the box, go to the bench. But anyways.
To number 24, Dennis Kravchenko, 2 minutes slashing. Time the penalty, 9 minutes.
No, he didn't get
seconds.
the extra 10.
That's all he got. So that makes us
do the math, Robbie, because I can't.
Well, the 2 men apiece are in the penalty box. 3-on-3. There we go. Szydlowski goes off the ice. 3-on-3 for 25 seconds.
And the puck comes up top of the blue line, all the way into the Wichita zone. And up along the far side, it is going to be Hodgman. Hodgman in the corner. Takes it all the way down low, back behind the nets. Puck comes loose. McMillan, he has got it. Far side. Coming up. Got a 3-on-3 here. McMillan will take a shot. Save made by Bartus, and he'll hang on to it.
Yeah, just like overtime situation right now. You got the puck and move it around. You better play tight defense. That time the shot went right through to Bartus. He made the save.
And we get a timeout on the ice, so we'll step aside. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Fort Wayne's newest Northside Sports Bar is your place to see the big games, including pro and college. Doozy's Sports Bar and Grill next to Red River Steakhouse has become a fan favorite to see the best sports events with their incredible food and drink specials and wall-to-wall big flat screen TVs. Open daily 11 to 11 or later for the big games. Doozy's has daily lunch specials and is always the place to come out and watch the games. Doozy's next to Red River Steakhouse, just off I-69 at Coldwater Road in Washington Center.
Big City Cars on Lima Road.
Vehicles as low as $595. Payments starting at just $79.
Dependable cars on a budget.
Over 20 price under $1,000. If other dealers have turned you down, we go to work when the others say no.
Big City Cars.
Want a bigger deal? Get up to $5,555 more than your car is worth. And as always, if we can't beat the competitor's deal, we'll give you the car for free.
Big City Cars.
See dealer for complete details.
And now, back to Komet Hockey.
All right, still got 3-on-3 here for 1 second. Face off to the right of Garrett Bartus. Komets with the lead, 4-3.
Then Wichita will have power play time for 43 seconds. Here they go.
Coming up to the blue line.
4-on-3 right now, Wichita.
McMillan with the puck up top. Here's Butcher. Over to Boudreau, back over to Butcher. Butcher on the right circle. Here we come. One-timer that goes
over the
wide.
net.
Back behind the net. Out comes loose in front. Schaafsma can't quite clear it.
Keep it in. Bounced around. They keep it in.
Here's McMillan up top to Boudreau. Back on the far side. Butcher over. One-timer again. That one's blocked by Maggio. Back behind the net. It's tied up along the far side. Schaafsma gives it a jam. And it's going to go to Curtis Leonard. Leonard's got it with a lot of room. Up along the near side. Can't get it in deep as Butcher takes it away. Butcher up along the left side, carries it over the line.
All right, we got their man back. 4-on-4 now.
Dropping it down low, Van Stralen. It's going to be tangled up. That goes off the side of the net. Now it's in the back of the net.
Loose puck. Nobody can get a hold of it. They finally get a whack at it as it came loose. Wichita ties it up.
Van Stralen will get the goal. And it's 4-4 with 9:04 to go in the third.
10:56 that came at. It was a 4-on-4. Right there, whack it in front. Someone got the loose puck. 3 Komets there, couldn't clear the puck.
So we'll go out to center ice. We're skating 4-on-4 here.
Yep.
Van Stralen gets the assist.
Wichita goal scored by 24 Butcher.
Butcher gets the goal.
Van Stralen and 16 McMillan.
And McMillan and Van Stralen on the assist. So that's the tying goal right now. 4-4. That's where we are.
Offside at the blue line.
Wichita's called for offsides. Face-off will be just outside of the Komet blue line with 8:53 to go in the third. Marco Wall on the face-off for the Komets. And the puck is dropped. Goes to Ryan Lowney. Now to Jason Binkley in his own zone. Binkley over to Marcotte here on the right side. Plays it ahead to Marco Wall. Wall on the right wing. Coming in, taking a shot. Save made. Riopel with the stop. Comes out to Binkley. Oh, Riopel way out of position.
Never got a piece of it.
Yep, nobody could knock it home. Riopel was sprawled out. Had an empty net, but nobody was there. Binkley down the middle of the ice. Lost an edge. And now it's going to be dropped all the way back to Maggio at his own blue line. Maggio off the boards. Coming all the way down to Riopel. He'll stop it. And now we are all even.
Back to 5-on-5 again. 8:16 to go.
Puck into the Komet zone. This will be an icing on Wichita. So the face-off coming down to their own zone.
Force the face-off back into the Wichita zone. Komets, Szydlowski on the ice out there. We'll see who Kravchenko will take the draw. Finally back to 5-on-5.
Shots are even up at 31. Kravchenko and Lane Bauer on the drop. Comes up to the blue line. Szydlowski with a shot taken away by Crevier-Morin, but they can't clear it. Comes into the corner. Up along the near side of the blue line, and Maggio drops back. He'll wind up. He'll play it off the boards. And into the corner. Crevier-Morin being chased by Sean Szydlowski. Gets to Kravchenko in the corner. Kravchenko gives it over to Garrett Thompson. Thompson on the far side comes up. Here is his shot. That is blocked. Comes out in front of the net. It is loose. Riopel can't get to it. Now the net comes off. Oh.
No, their man bumped it off. Our man was in the crease, so Garrett Thompson was there. So we'll just, I would imagine it'll just end there.
Now Pushkar looked like maybe came in there deliberately to get the net off the post, but the referee doesn't see it that way, and we'll have a face-off in the Wichita zone.
Yeah, they're saying Garrett Thompson was the first one in the crease and pushed it off the moorings. He may have been pushed, but he was the one. Face-off will stay inside the Wichita zone.
7:42 to go in the third.
Hodgman will take the draw now. Get her back, bud.
Hodgman on the face-off. And the puck is going to go all the way up along the left side, all the way down, and we have got a penalty called. Let's see if this is going to go against Cortez and McMillan. Kind of punched each other as they crossed over the line.
Yeah.
And now Hodgman comes in there, getting the face of McMillan, and now someone's going to take a swipe at Hodgman.
Yeah, it was behind the play at the blue line, and right now Cortez has got the worst of it.
Yeah.
As he's going to the bench, he must have got the high stick or so. So we'll see what happened. It'll show the replay, hopefully.
And they came across kind of hitting each other. Cortez is the one. He's the one who's got the blood on the ice right now.
It came at the blue line, Komets blue line.
And we see Cortez was backing up, and he runs into McMillan.
Yeah,
both of them
sort
go
of
flying.
collided. Yeah, they both went up in the air, come down hard. Cortez just got the worst of it with the stick.
And the gate is open for Wichita. 7:35 to go here in the third, and we're sorting this out.
Hodgman going to go in the box.
Hodgman talking. No, I think Hodgman's okay. He was the one who got in the face of McMillan right after the penalty was called.
And nobody in the box yet, so
both gates are open. So McMillan, now he tried to get onto the bench. Now he's going to be steered in.
Yeah.
And now I think it will be Hodgman.
Well, he's still cruising
maybe not.
around.
Well, there's Hodgman down there causing trouble.
Cortez has gone to the bench, to the dressing room, so he's got for repairs. And we'll see if anybody, they'll imagine both of them will get it. They're talking to the linesmen to see what they saw, because obviously the referee never saw all of it.
So right now, Wichita's got a man in the box. We're tied at 4, 7:35 to go in the third. And Komets still without anybody in the penalty box. Special teams has been paramount here tonight. Shorthanded goals, power play goals, everything. So this power play is really important to both teams. And let's see who's going to get it. I think we might get away with this here. So, like you said, Cortez got the worst of it. And they both came across. They kind of hit each other right as they came across the blue line. Cortez went down. I think he was cut on the play. Now the door is open to the Komets.
Mark McMillan, 2 minutes high sticking. For the Komets, number 3, Anthony Cortez, 2 minutes interference. Time penalties, 12 minutes,
so a
25 seconds.
double foul there, if you will.
Yeah.
So Cortez has made his way back onto the ice, and now he is going to go into the box. So we'll have more 4-on-4 hockey. We'll take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
Hey, you. It's your stomach again. I'm here to set things straight. Subway has new signature wraps, and they're packed with meat. These things make me full. Full like your voicemail after you win the lottery. Full like a clown car on the way to an oversized shoe convention. Full like the turkey, bacon, and guacamole signature wrap. Loaded with provolone, lettuce, tomatoes, onions, and ranch. Full like I'm going to be after you get to Subway and eat one. You're welcome. All new Subway signature wraps. Subway. Make it what you want.
This is Komet Hockey.
Face off down in the Wichita zone right now. Szydlowski going in to take this draw. They're playing 4-on-4, both teams right now, with 7:35 to go in the period. We got a tie score at 4.
Face off to the left of Riopel. And Szydlowski and Iwanek on the face-off. Good battle here. Puck is dropped. Szydlowski goes in the corner after it, but he's taken off the puck by Lepine. Now the Thunder with the puck up along the far side. Iwanek, little give and go up along the far boards. Big hit by Kravchenko. And the puck is going to come into the Komet zone. It's Jason Binkley back behind the net.
Komets winding it up. Here they come.
4-on-4. Binkley out to Sean Szydlowski. And Szydlowski will carry it over the line. He'll wheel it around the boards, up along the far boards, and now into the corner. Now back behind the net. Wichita with the puck. 7 minutes to go in the third. Tie game. And it's Boudry back behind the net. Goes right in front of his goaltender. Puts it onto the stick of Kudemi. Kudemi will carry it over the line on the left wing. Comes into the corner. Kudemi gives it a look. Comes all the way up top of the blue line. Gets pressure from Binkley. Binkley can't get it away from him. And he's able to drop it down low into the corner. Up along the near side, coming up top of the blue line. Here's a shot by Boudry. It's going to be deflected. Oh, Bartus is able to keep it out.
Redirected deflection, and Bartus got it down between the pads. He wasn't sure if he had it underneath him or it squirted through the net, but he was able to hold on, got the whistle, face off in the Komet zone.
We talk about lucky bounces, and Wichita almost got one there, but Bartus came across, got the leg on it, gets a whistle.
6:29 in the period. 4-on-4 right now. Lots of ice room to move the puck around.
Puck is dropped up along the near side here in the Comet zone. And Maggio working his man down in the corner. Leonard in there to help out. Maggio comes away with the puck. Maggio to Hodgman. Hodgman up along the far side. Gets it all the way into the Wichita zone. Back behind the net. Schaafsma taking Tebow into the boards. That's Dakota, rather. Everybody tied up, and Marcotte comes in there. Hodgman, rather, gets hit from behind. Now it comes to Schaafsma. Rolling puck in front of the net. That's scooped up by Butcher. Butcher on the left side. Cuts it back, and it goes into the Comet zone. Here's Maggio back behind the net. Maggio gives it a look. Lots of time. And Maggio, no rush. 5:40 to go in the third. 4-on-4 here for 2 seconds, and now we're 5-on-5.
All even again.
Here's Desjardins, comes down into the corner. Centering play. Here's a shot. Save made by Riopel. Binkley right there on the doorstep. That kind of surprised Riopel, but he got the stick on it. Up along the near side. Here's Marco Wall. It's tangled up with McMillan. Wall right here on the near side. Lost it. And it's going to come up along the left wing. Kudemi skating through everybody. Or Iwanek, rather, skating through everybody. Comes into the Comet zone. And here is Marcotte on the near side. Coming to the blue line. Marco Wall will find Ryan Lowney. Lowney will carry it over the line. Up along the far side. Runs into Crevier Morin. Now back behind the net. Marcotte tries to center it.
5 minutes in the game.
And up to the blue line. Maggio going to slide it over to Lowney. Taking a shot. Tipped wide. Down to Jordan, back behind the net. Jordan on the far side, coming up the wall. And here is Curtis Leonard. Leonard in the corner, going back behind the net. Leonard coming up top of the blue line. It is Maggio. Now it's Marcotte up along the far side. He gets tangled up with Lane Bauer up along the far side, and now it's going to be kicked loose all the way down in the Comet zone. Bouncing puck, Maggio back for the Comets. Plays it up along the wall. Lane Bauer keeps it in. Here's a shot just high. Look out. Pushkar tried to push it back in. Nice job by Garrett Bartus. Got the right leg on it. Up along the near side. Garrett Thompson trying to get it loose. And it goes to Szydlowski. He'll carry it over the line. Szydlowski with a shot and a save made by
Riopel. Nice play.
Szydlowski dropping back, looking for a man to get the screen.
Yeah. Szydlowski coming in, a little drag pass too. Used the defense as a screen and a quick wrist shot right on the net. Riopel made a nice glove save of the whole thing. So still 4:05 to go in the period. Tied. Face-off will stay in Wichita zone now.
4-4 is the score. Face off to the right of Riopel. And it will be Justin Hodgman to take the drop. And the puck comes into the corner, back behind the net. Wichita has got the puck, under 4 to play on the near side. That's going to come all the way down in the Comet zone. Should be an icing call. Yep, that's what we got. Lowney touches the puck, and it's going to go all the way down into the Wichita zone.
Comets change up a little bit. Yeah, they're going to bring full line out. Desjardins will come out. Schaafsma and Garrett Thomas up front. Or Waugh up front. Waugh.
Schaafsma will take the face-off for the Comets. Got Waugh to his left and Desjardins to his right. And the puck comes into the corner. Boudre plays up along the far side, off the stick of Kudemi. And Ryan Lowney up along the far boards. Gives it up to Jason Binkley. Binkley up along the near side. Touch pass by Desjardins. Going to come all the way down into the corner. Comets dig it out. Desjardins trying to go to the point. It's intercepted by McMillan. Cross-ice pass going to go to Maggio. Maggio on the far side. He'll carry it over the line. Comets got numbers. Maggio coming in front. And Waugh was breaking in, and it missed. Now Waugh picks up the puck up along the near side. Here is Desjardins looking to go to Schaafsma. Pass was tipped up along the far side, and it comes out to the neutral zone. Waugh goes back to Leonard. Leonard goes all the way back, and here is Maggio with it. Maggio sends it around the boards. Coming up along the near side.
3 minutes.
And Leonard got it at the center line. Going to drift back into his own zone. Szydlowski comes off the stick of Hodgman. Now on the near side, or Thompson rather. Now it's Binkley. Far boards. And it will go to Sean Szydlowski. He'll carry it over the line. Szydlowski taking a shot, missed it wide. Back on the near side. It is Van Stralen up along the left side. Avoids a poke check from Szydlowski. Now Binkley drops back. He'll pick up the puck, and it goes to Lowney. Now on the far side, Kravchenko. Back over to Jason Binkley. Binkley in his own zone, and now it's going to go to Lowney. Lowney down the middle of the ice. Going to be tipped all the way on the near side corner in the Wichita zone. We are tied at 4. 2:23 to go, and here is Marcotte down the right side here in the Wichita end. Marcotte, stick handling, gives it to Hodgman. Hodgman breaking it. Got a man in front.
Oh, he had him right there.
By Riopel.
I don't know if the defenseman got a stick on it or Riopel just got the pad out. But the Komets were right there. Baptista couldn't get the stick and couldn't lift it up over top of him. Nice play by Hodgman to hit him in front of the net. Couldn't put it away.
Oh, Baptista right there.
Yeah.
And Riopel came up big. So, keeps the game tied at 4. 2:12 to go in the third period. Face off to the right of Riopel. See the replay. Riopel got the right leg right across. Baptista was right there.
Yeah. Defenseman had a pretty good hold of his stick, too. Wasn't letting him go.
Hodgman on the face-off, back behind the net. Crevier Moran will spin it off the boards. Going to go all the way down. That'll be an icing. 2:05 to go in the third. Tie game at 4.
Yeah, right now it looks like all Wichita wants to do is get out of here and get into overtime and at least grab a point. They've played pretty hard tonight to try to do what they can, but the Komets still forcing the play.
Toledo has fallen tonight to Brampton by a score of 3-2 at the Huntington Center.
Kravchenko will take the draw right now.
So the extra point for the Komets, much needed. It's Kravchenko in the face-off circle. Comes to Szydlowski in the slot, and they give it up to Curtis Leonard taking a shot. It's blocked down up along the far side. McMillan will grab it. McMillan will bring it into the Komet zone. Knocked back by Garrett Thompson. Now it's going to be pushed into the Komet zone. Bartus will stop it. And Bartus goes to Dan Maggio. Maggio, nice little spin move. Gets away from pressure from Stevenson. Now it's going to be deflected into the Komet bench. 1:41 to go in the third. Shots are 35-32 in favor of the Komets.
Face-off going back into the Komet zone. Komets back at it Wednesday night. Kansas City in town, 7:30. They've gone for the weekend, so get to see them Wednesday night. Just like everybody else that's come into town to play us in the last 2 or 3 weeks, they're in desperate need of a win to make the playoffs. Komets, of course, are since the playoffs with Toledo in that division.
Face on to the left of Bartus. And it comes up to the blue line. Kudemi grabs it. Here's a shot. Save made by Bartus. Into the corner. Played up along the near boards. Desjardins gets it out, and it's Jamie Schaafsma. Throws it into the zone. All the way down. Bauer picks it up.
After it.
We've got 1:26 to go here in the third. Lane Bauer's got the puck over on the far side. They'll carry it over. Here's Kudemi with a shot. That'll be deflected wide. Coming up on the near boards. And into the corner. Played up along the near side. Kudemi dumps his man off the play. Coming up, and it's going to go all the way down to the Wichita zone. 1 minute and 2 seconds to go in the third.
Face-off going back into the Komets. How important are face-offs now? Win the draw, guys. Get her back.
And we've got Iwanek and Waugh on the face-off to the right of Garrett Bartus. And here's the puck drop in the Komet zone into the corner. Jason
Last
Binkley.
minute.
Binkley feeds it ahead to Waugh. Now Desjardins on the right side. Desjardins coming down here into the corner. Desjardins coming. Oh, it's going to go down low to Marco Waugh. And Waugh plays it up along the wall. Here's Waugh coming in, taking a shot. It's blocked. And up along the far side, Garrett Thompson takes his man off the play. Comes down low. Desjardins chasing after it here on the near side. And it's Boudre getting rid of the puck all the way down. This will be an icing.
That'll put the face-off back in the Wichita zone. 31 seconds. Komets have already taken their timeout, so there won't be any timeouts from that side of the ice. We'll see whether Wichita does or not. Face-off comes back into the Wichita zone. They're trying to sneak a couple players off the ice. They can't do that because they iced the puck.
Face-off will be to the left of Rio Pell in the Wichita zone. Big drop here. Kravchenko will draw the assignment. And he will be taking on McMillan.
Try to get it back to Szydlowski, who's at the top of the circle. He'll take the shot or throw it across to Maggio on the wing.
And here's the puck drop. Can't win it. Boudreau goes back behind the net. 28 seconds to go. Plays it ahead. And the Komets to the blue line. Maggio to Szydlowski. Carried over by Iwanek. And he lost it to Maggio. 18 seconds to go in regulation. Cross-ice pass intercepted by Iwanek. He'll take it across the line. Iwanek will take a shot. It's blocked by Maggio. 9 seconds to play. Goes into the corner. Here is Leonard with 5 seconds. Tangled up. Everybody down there, and everybody now going to play for overtime. So we are going to go to a 3-on-3 overtime, and it has been a theme recently for the Komets. And we will take a break. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Life can be unpredictable. 1 minute everything's fine. In the next, you have a kid with a fever and it's already past 5. That's when you need Parkview First Care. We have extended hours, including evenings and weekends, convenient locations, and Parkview Physicians Group providers to make your whole family feel better. When you can't wait to see your doctor, go to the walk-in clinic that's part of the PPG community of care. Parkview First Care. Get in, get better, get going.
Komet Hockey is brought to you by Auto Owners Insurance and Gregory Associates in Fort Wayne.
3 out of our last 5 games have gone to the extra frame,
Yes,
and now you can add another one. So we're going to go 3-on-3. We're tied at 4. Komets in overtime this season. This will be their 10th game. And 3-4-1-1, 13 points. Wichita, this will be their 12th game in overtime. They are 3-5-1-2, 15 points. So each team picks up a point. Komets have gained a little bit of ground on Toledo already, with them falling to Brampton tonight.
A point on me, yeah. Wichita does not play tomorrow, and of course the Komets don't play tomorrow, so neither one of them got anything to save. They got to go at it hard, smart, play pretty tight defense. Waugh out there with Desjardins, one defenseman back. That'll be Lowney.
Shots are 35-33 in favor of the Komets.
Yeah. Wichita outshot them 14-12 in that period.
And if nothing has been decided, we will go to a shootout.
Look at him. He's got him wide open.
Wide open. Here's Wall picking it up. Coming in on Rio Pell. Stops, takes a shot, and Rio Pell got a piece of it. And that's going to go out of play.
Yeah. For a split second there, he held on to it just a little too long. Wall was gone. If he had given it to him, he got it there. Give the defenseman time to look and see him. Had a bit of an angle and cut him off a bit.
Face off to the right of Rio Pell. Tie game. We're in extra time. 4-4. Marco Waugh on the face-off. And Waugh drops it back to Lowney. Lowney over. Here's Desjardins taking a shot. Rio Pell hanging on.
Good shot. Bit of an angle. Rio Pell got himself in position, just took the shot, held on.
Face-off will remain in the Wichita zone.
Line change Komets. Garrett Thompson coming out. Kravchenko. And they will have Binkley on the point. 2 forwards and a defenseman.
Kravchenko in the drop. And far side, here is Jason Binkley. Binkley coming into the corner. Binkley up along the far side, lost the puck. Thompson is there. Thompson got his stick held up for a moment. Now he's got the puck up along the far side. Skates through a check from McMillan. Has Binkley. Binkley coming up. He's got a wide open shot. Takes a shot. Save made by Rio Pell.
Wow.
Great patience by Binkley, drawing the defenseman down so he could get a clean rip.
Walked right in. He was about 20 feet out, right in the center of the net, right where he wanted to be. He had the goalie at his mercy, let the shot go, and he snatched it out of the air with a great glove save. So face-off will stay inside the zone. The Komets will change him up again.
So Rio Pell getting tested here in the extra frame.
Yep. Szydlowski comes out this time. Maggio back on the point. And the Schaafsma will be taking the draw.
It will be Iwanek to challenge Schaafsma. And here's the puck drop. Schaafsma can't quite get to it. Up along the near side. And here comes Wichita with maybe a chance on goal. Coming down here on the near side, it is Boudreau. Up along the far boards. Nice job by Maggio. Gets it out of there. Maggio up along the far side. It's kicked loose. Komets got to get back on D. Back on the far side. Here is Iwana. Comes out in front. Loose puck. And
well, we get a quick whistle on it. Favors us as Bartus moved down to get the puck and didn't grab it. It squirted loose, but nobody was there. Fortunately, the whistle went. That'll give us a chance for a line change again in the faceoff, this time in the Komets zone.
But that quick whistle actually may have hurt us because everybody for Wichita was below the goal line. The Komets could have grabbed it and could have went down the ice.
Hodgman back out for center. Desjardins up front. Lowney out front on the defense.
Face-off goes to Bartus. He'll stop it. Here's Lowney picking it up for the Komets. Playing it up along the wall. Finds Desjardins. Gets behind the D. Coming in on Riopel. He shoots. He missed it wide on the near side. Here's Hodgman coming in. Hodgman back behind the net. He centers it, and Riopel smothers it.
Hodgman picked up the loose puck, circled the net. Unfortunately, Desjardins was not in a good position. He got in a little too tight. Riopel was able to grab it as the puck come to the crease.
3:48 to go in overtime. We are tied at 4. A lot of whistles here in this extra time. Face off to the left of Riopel, and it's going to be Kravchenko to take the drop.
Waugh out there with Maggio on the defense.
And it goes into the corner. It's grabbed by the Thunder. And it's McMillan. Circles around, gets a little bit of space. And now he drops it back to Nolan Dakota. Dakota up along the near side, brings it into the Komet zone. Here's McMillan, floats it out in front, intercepted. Here's Waugh coming back the other way. Waugh scooting down the right side, picks it up. Waugh coming in, toe dragging around his man, taken off the puck by McMillan. Now into the corner. McMillan and Waugh, they fight for it, and it comes loose up on the near side. And the Thunder have got the puck. McMillan will bring it into the Komet zone to Butcher. And Maggio is back for the Komets. He'll pick it up. Now here's Szydlowski. Maggio once off the ice. And here's Leonard as Szydlowski will bring it forward up along the left side into the zone. Here's Garrett Thompson. Thompson up along the far side. Thompson top of the circle. Moves it over to Szydlowski here on the point. Szydlowski now taking a shot. Save made by Riopel. Got the right leg on it.
Thompson couldn't get the rebound.
Now Butcher has got it for the Thunder. We're still in extra time here. 3-on-3 overtime. Tied at 4. The Thunder with the puck. And on the right side, it's Boudreau. He will bring it into the Komet zone. On the right side, dropping it backwards. Here is a shot. Save made by Bartus.
He snatches that one out of the air.
Was right in front of the net.
Yeah. They whacked his glove with the stick as he made the catch, and I'm surprised they didn't give him a penalty on that, but good shot, good save. Face off now in the Komet zone.
Face off to the right of Garrett Bartus.
2:14 left in the overtime. Face off out in the Komet zone, and who we got out there? It'll be Schaafsma, Kravchenko, and Binkley for the Komets. Kravchenko will take the draw.
Kravchenko up along the far side. He gets the puck. Comes into the corner. Going to go back behind the net, looking for some space. Gives it up to Binkley. And Binkley now goes in front of his own net. Gives a look, plays it off the wall, looking for Kravchenko. Kravchenko's got it. We've got 2 minutes to go in overtime. Kravchenko going backwards to Schaafsma. Going to find Binkley. And now Binkley will move it forward up along the left side. Lost it to Van Stralen. Van Stralen down the right side. He'll carry it over the line. Van Stralen drops in it back. Picked off by Binkley. Now Binkley got nobody in front. Up along the far
doesn't
side.
Have the wheels.
He will
gotta slow down.
Carry it over the line. And Binkley now will find Marco Waugh. Waugh over to Szydlowski. Thought about winding up. Now he's going to come up to the blue line. Szydlowski over to Ryan Lowney. Lowney cross ice pass to Szydlowski. Szydlowski gets forced wide. He's got Marco Wall up along the wall. Wall coming in, lost an edge. Van Stralen hits the deck as well. Comes into the corner, up along the far side, and comes to Szydlowski. Szydlowski coming in, toe dragging around, no Wall right in front. Save made by Rio Pell. In front, Szydlowski. The pass was tipped, and it comes up to the blue line.
Yeah, Wall had a good chance, couldn't get the puck up. Last minute.
Szydlowski at the blue line. Szydlowski, nice little move. Got it taken away by Lapine at the last second up to the blue line. Here's Lowney winding up, and it just goes wide.
Got a piece of it.
Back on the near side, it's Szydlowski still with it. Szydlowski to the blue line. Gets around McMillan. Szydlowski dangling around, looking for someone. Got Lowney. And now Lowney will take a shot. Rio Pell the save. It goes wide. Here is Desjardins jumping into the play. Desjardins back behind the net. Nothing there. Comes all the way up top of the blue line. Desjardins dangles to his right, trying to get away. Comes up. Here's a shot. Score! Gabriel Desjardins gets the game winner. Komets win 5-4 in overtime. Well, we didn't make it easy tonight, but hey, a win's a win. We'll take that as Gabriel Desjardins gets the game winner with just 21 seconds to go in overtime.
Well, they get the goal they wanted. There's no doubt about it. The crowd's excited. The players are excited. They're all on the ice. And again, Desjardins just circling around. Finally just took the shot down low. Riopel, I think, was surprised by how quick he shot it. It went between the legs. Third period, the Komets come out. They score, take the lead. Wichita comes back and ties it. Goes to overtime. Both these teams wanted the game pretty badly. And Desjardins gets the goal they needed. They get the 2 points to gain on Toledo as Toledo lost tonight. So a big 2 points for the Komets and a nice win after a tough week.
5-4 is your final. Komets with the win here on home ice. We will take a break and wrap it up. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WOWO.
Aaron's has some really great news. Aaron's is offering 120 days same as cash. That's right, and here's how it works. Sign a new lease agreement and you have a full 4 months, 120 days to pay Aaron's everyday low price. They even offer a 20% instant rebate if you purchase outright. 120 days same as cash. Not bad, huh? Just stop by or call to learn more. And remember, you don't need credit. All you need is Aaron's. And nobody beats Aaron's. Nobody.
Save on Marathon top-tier gasoline and get free Komet hockey tickets. Get a Marathon Visa card at any Marathon station and earn up to 25 cents per gallon rebate. Also, pick up a Komets fill-up card and earn a buy one, get one free ticket offer to any Friday night regular season home game. Remember, use your Marathon Visa card and earn a 25 cents per gallon savings and a free Komet game ticket. Marathon, top-tier certified gasoline with STP additives, fueling the American spirit.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service.
Bravo!
It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service.
Thank you!
Some might call that old school. Then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
For all your insurance needs, visit Jacob Insurance Service in Angola.
Miller Lite is the original light beer, and we'll always brew it to have more taste, with only 96 calories and 3.2 carbs. Because we believe that if you compromise on taste, you can taste the compromise. Miller Lite. Hold true.
Great beer, great responsibility. 2018 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Average analysis, 12 fluid ounces. Less than 1 gram protein, 0 grams fat.
Welcome to the Komet Hockey OmniSource Recycled postgame show.
Komets get the winner tonight, 5-4 in overtime over the Wichita Thunder. As we take a look at what happened here tonight, it was an exciting game. Komets shots on goal 43 tonight to Wichita's 34. Recapping the scoring, the Komets got on the board first, 13:51 of the first. It was Garrett Thompson, 27th of the season. Jamie Schaafsma and Dennis Kravchenko with the assist on the power play. Wichita got 2 more in the first to take the lead. Ralph Kunami unassisted at 14-10. It's 29th of the year, and it was shorthanded. Dyson Stevenson is 14th of the season at 17:54. McMillan and Crevier Moran with the assist, and that one was shorthanded as well. Komets would get 2 in the second. Garrett Thompson gets them both. Finishes up the natural hat trick for Thompson. That's his second hatter of the season. 28 and 29. First one came at 1:13. Second one came at 4:55. Kravchenko and Schaafsma assisted on the first one. It was on the power play. And then Szydlowski and Lowney assisted on the second one, also on the power play. In the second, we finish up the scoring at 19:03. It was McMillan for Wichita, his 30th of the season. Braden Lowe and Luke Bauer with the assist, and that one was on the power play. So specialty teams, they were indeed special tonight. As we went to the third period, where finally we had some 5-on-5 goals. Dan Maggio at 3:42, giving the Komets the lead. His 6th of the season. Schaafsma and Baptista. Schaafsma finishes up a 3-point night. And it was Butcher to tie it up at 10:56. Van Stralen and McMillan the assist, and that pushed us into extra time. 3-on-3 overtime. Almost went all the way down to the 5-minute mark until Gabriel Desjardins ends it at 4:38 into OT. Lowney and Szydlowski with the assist. Goaltenders, Nick Riopel makes 38 saves tonight in the losing effort. Garrett Bartus gets the victory. He makes 30 saves tonight. Power plays, Komets 3 of 8. Wichita, they were 1 of 4. 9,410 were on hand to see this big win for the Fort Wayne Komets. 2 points, and also 2 points up in the standings on Toledo. They lost tonight by a score of 3-2 at home to Brampton. So your final score, Komets 5, Wichita 4 in overtime. We'll take a break and come back with our Ruoff Home Mortgage Great Name to Know Player of the Game. You're listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
This is Scrap Chat with Max Hall, reminding you that while all metal has value, not all metal recyclers value you. At OmniSource, guys like me tell you what your metal's worth and how to make it worth even more the next time. Because we grind up and spit out scrap, not customers. Find freight advice and fair payment at an OmniSource yard near you in the Fort Wayne area. For locations and a list of metals we buy, visit OmniSource.com or call 855-OMNIBUY, 855-666-4289.
This is what it sounds like when truck guys shop at other dealerships.
How about gray? Or we have the white one.
Oh, white, huh? Wow.
And this is what it sounds like when truck guys shop at a Chevy dealership.
Chevy offers 10 Silverado Special Editions. More choices than ever before.
Wow. I'll take the Rally Edition with racing stripes. Or maybe the Camouflage Real Tree Edition. Or the Blacked Out Midnight Edition.
Hear the difference at your Chevy dealer and choose the Silverado Special Edition that's right for you. See your Northeast Indiana and Ohio Chevy dealers.
On the ice, on the court, or on the field, the Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are there to provide complete orthopedic care for injured athletes or weekend warriors. Fort Wayne Orthopedics and the Orthopedic Hospital of Lutheran Health Network, official sports medicine provider for the Komets and an integral part of Fort Wayne sports for over 20 years. Go where the pros go. The Orthopedic Hospital and Fort Wayne Orthopedics are a dedicated team of sports medicine specialists, licensed trainers, and therapists, specially trained to keep you in the game.
Welcome to the Komet Hockey OmniSource Recycled Postgame Show.
Wrapping it up from the Coliseum, where 9,410 witnessed the Komets breaking their losing skid. It stops at 4 games as the Komets get a victory 5-4 over the Wichita Thunder here tonight at the Coliseum. Our Ruoff Home Mortgage Great Name to Know Player of the Game. This is a pretty easy one. Garrett Thompson with the hat trick tonight. 3 goals, 3 points. And that's what makes Garrett Thompson our Ruoff Home Mortgage Great Name to Know Player of the Game with the hat trick, his 2nd of the season. And a great name to know for your next home mortgage is Ruoff Home Mortgage. That will do it. Komets get the win. Back in action on Wednesday back here at the Coliseum on a Deuces Wild Wednesday. You can get 2 tickets for just $22 along with $2 beers and sodas all game long. That is coming up on Wednesday when the Komets host the Kansas City Mavericks at 7:30 back here at the Coliseum. That'll do it. Komets 5, Wichita 4 in overtime. I've been your play-by-play announcer, Shane Albarani, and you've been listening to Komet Hockey on WoWo.
WOWO and WMEE HD2 Fort Wayne.
You've been listening to exciting Fort Wayne Komet Hockey. Catch all the action all season long right here on WoWo Radio.
We now rejoin you to regular programming.
Coverage on this, I think, is completely out of balance. I think there needs to be good, tough reporting on everybody, but it's got to be balanced reporting, meaning you go after everybody, and that has just not been the case.
So basically what you're saying is, okay, this happened with all these other politicians that have been there a long time. It almost sounds like you're trying to be a friend of Jared and say, look, you got business interests, be very careful. They're targeting you.
It's good for the family, and even more importantly, it's good for the country.
But don't you think that by having his picture on the cover, people are going to put them in the same category as those other people?
No, I hope people will read the book.
Reading would be a nice thing. There actually is context to everything. When I looked at it, I'm like, oh, that's what I said. And
but here's the thing, Sean. If